Hey, Steve, you made it.
You made it. You're back, Steve.
Welcome. You're back, Steve.
Yeah, this is my first episode back.
Oh, it's good to have you
can't
back.
talk into the mic.
Yeah, well, he's learning.
Put it
baby
right
steps.
here, right
baby
here.
steps.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Hive Scum, the podcast for the 28 community.
Yay!
That's Terry, guys.
That was Terry.
Yes,
That's Terry.
that's me. We're also joined by the wonderful...
Paul at Weirdstone on Instagram.
Yeah! Thanks for starting us off. I'm Terry at stone.jaw on Instagram.
Who's going to point? Oh, Jesus Christ. Hi, I'm Gage at No Clear Coat.
I'm Steve at South of Heaven.
I'm Phil, and I'm here, I'm clear, I'm present, and I'm ready to go.
Yes, he's off of the metaverse.
I'm off the metaverse.
He's into the real verse, baby. I'm into that old school universe.
I'm into that old school shit.
Yeah, you
that real
guys know.
old school shit.
I watched a YouTube video, which was this kid. He was saying like, "Oh, I deleted social media off of my phone," and it was like a Gen Zer kid, and he's just like, "Remember when you were a kid and you used to get excited for stuff?"
How old is this kid?
He was probably like 20 or something.
Oh.
It's like, remember when you used to get excited for things when you were a kid? I get excited for things again, as if it's like some revelatory, like, just
Oh, yeah.
huge experience. He's like, I took my dog for a walk and I looked at trees. I was like, this guy
I
rocks.
went outside.
He's on a new
Oh,
level.
dude.
Oh, yeah, he
Listen,
made it.
I know how that feels.
Yeah.
The touched grass, like, insult.
The best.
Euphemism.
The best.
It really hits home, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, man, I haven't done that in a while.
I
Just
know.
go touch grass. You're like,
I say
oh,
that
shit.
jokingly, but honestly, there's probably a lot
I
of
feel
people
like
who have
maybe
not looked at a
I'm
tree.
just like a 6-year-old, and I'm just really sensitive to not even just like social media, but screen time in general.
Oh, dude,
like I feel like I
listen.
shouldn't be looking at screens.
You're
It's the devil, bro.
real iPad adult.
Yeah.
Screens are the enemies. I'm telling kids at school all the time, I say, screens are the enemies. Because they'll be like, can I look up something on your computer to draw? And I say, screens are the enemies. You got to come up with it out of your head.
Yeah.
And they go, okay. And then it comes out great. I'm like, come on, kids. Get out of here.
Come on.
Can I look something up on your
Yeah.
computer?
Can I
No.
look up a picture of
You got
Wile
any?
E. Coyote?
You got any games on your phone? The kids asking you that?
No, dude. Occasionally they see my phone. They're like, oh, it's a cool iPhone. I'm like, nah, dude.
You got a cool
It's a status symbol as
is
you're a
that
kid.
an iPhone, dude. It's cool. Yeah. So
Yeah.
anyways, we're back.
We're doing it.
We
We're
are
here.
doing it. 5 mics, 1 room. Winner takes all.
Oh, God.
What do you take, though?
Take all the bits home.
You know what that
No,
reminds me?
No.
All Steve's bits home.
I haven't even... I've gotten a loose idea for my Smash Bash, but...
Dude, oh my God. I have to start planning my shit.
yeah, brother.
2024 Battle
Yeah.
Royale.
April, right? April something.
April
I'm not
something.
doing it. There's no way if it's
Come
due
on.
April.
Oh, you're gonna have a
on.
month. You're gonna have a month.
We always start after the Adepticon craze.
Come on.
You said it's due in April.
April, but late April.
Yeah,
Oh.
you know.
You
All
know,
right.
far April.
Yeah. Are you busy, Steve?
The stretches of
Yeah,
April.
I am.
The dog days of April. You know what I mean? You know how they say the salad days?
No.
What
Come
does
on,
that
there's
mean?
a whole like
yeah, I know what you mean.
Minor
The
Threat
salad,
album
the
or
salad
whatever.
days. Yeah,
Am I
I know what
making
you're
that
talking
up?
about. The salad days and
There's
the
some-
dog days.
Yeah, salad days.
And I don't know what either of those.
I imagine
mean.
the salad days because you eat salad first before you eat your meal. So the salad days are like the beginning of your life. You know what I mean?
That
The
is-
good old days.
That is insane.
That's in my head. That's what I always think when I hear
What if
salad.
you only
Very
eat
generous
salad?
interpretation.
April
Right.
26th, Smash Bash is due. You have time.
26,
Oh,
dude.
easily.
That's so late.
Listen, I've already been
April
pooling
26th.
stuff to do
Florence and Normandy.
Yeah, but you just said you were scared and
it.
nervous.
I am scared, but only because you said it's due in April, and I'm like,
Oh,
well,
yeah,
all I have is the
No,
base
no.
of it. Ready.
Listen, download his quick start guide to kit bashing because that shit. I
Also
went
found
back
in
to
Under
that.
the Dice issue number 4.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, or Under the Dice issue number 4, which is what I meant to say.
Or free online.
Free online. Dude, that I went back through that and I was like, oh man, I really got to loosen up. I got to like loosen up. Sometimes you get too tight when you do things.
Oh yeah.
I've been tight lately. You know,
Yeah.
I've been mad tight lately.
You got to loosen up.
Tight
bro.
as hell.
gotta loosen up.
Throw some dirt at it. You know,
Yeah.
dirt from the
I
bin,
haven't put
trash
some
from the
dirt on
floor.
stuff. lately.
Steve and I have been dirting it up.
We did dirt it up. Anyway, what have you been doing, Gage?
Oh, I've been dirting it up. We've been working. I've been working.
Gage
on,
has been very busy.
I know. I've been working on my 1x1s for my Adepticon scenario with Evan,
Oh, nice.
also known as It's What Evan.
Shout out tax.
You got to pay the tax. But yeah, I'm trying to match his style with oil painting and keeping it kind of within the Nausicaa-esque color palette.
Okay.
I don't think I'm getting it, but I'm having fun.
It's fine. It looks good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
first
dude-
pass, I'm happy with it.
You gotta do something to the buildings, but
Yeah, for sure.
You can always just put more paint on top of it.
Exactly. My only issue is the wet blending of shadows in oil right now is a real humdinger for my
just go
brain.
back later.
Yeah, which is fine. However, I know that it's supposed to be like a one pass thing, and that's the beauty of oil. So that's the
Well,
learning curve
You're
for me.
fine.
Not
Yeah,
always
yeah.
though. It's kind of cool because the beauty of oils is it doesn't dry. So
Right,
it's like
right.
yeah, you do the one pass, but the one pass could be over 4 days.
Yeah, yeah.
and so you can come back later when it's kind of like just got a little
I
pudding
like that.
skim on
It
top.
doesn't dry
Well, you
ever.
Well, you know
Well,
what I mean. You know what I mean.
Once you clear coat it, it's all
yeah.
over.
Listen,
Uh-oh.
Gage
With an
looks
acrylic
very
layer or
nervous
something.
right
yeah.
now. Don't
Everyone
make
playing
this
on my
weird.
boards, you're getting fucking oil all over your model.
Why is my model so sticky and red?
Everybody looks like they were eating pistachios.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been really cool to make those. It's very different than what we're used to making the boards and shit. Just grabbing dirt from the dirt room across the hall.
Yeah,
you know?
fiberglass dirt.
Fiberglass in there. Missing children. We're just finding buttons and clothes in there. You know,
Found a ball
Jesus.
bearing in my
Yeah.
dirt pile the other
Yeah.
day.
bullet casings everywhere. It's crazy.
What the heck is going on here? You leave the studio for a couple of months, you come back, there's missing kids.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty great.
Yeah.
What are the Nausicaa colors? I've never read Nausicaa or watched it.
Watch it.
Okay, watched
You
it.
should.
Studio Ghibli.
Ghibli.
No, I
Ghibli,
think
really? I'm surprised I haven't seen it then.
It's
fucking sick.
78, I think.
No,
78?
it's 86.
87.
Oh, okay.
I watched it last night.
It got 86.
Even 86.
Straight up, dude.
That guy's been making movies for a minute, huh?
Yeah.
Couple.
You know, he's been at it.
He's been busy.
Yeah. Shout out.
My guy's been busy.
Shout out Miyazaki. you know?
Yeah, patron Miyazaki.
Fan of the show. Friend of the pod.
Yeah, friend of the pod. Yeah, Miyazaki's been busy.
The most distinct thing that really you take away from it is metal is red.
Okay.
Not
So,
always.
Not always, but it's like a defining color on most of it. Like most of the guns are red.
Painted red or
See,
just like as like a
who
the
knows,
metal
dude? Who
itself
knows?
is red?
I watched it last night because I was trying to paint the gun on
Yeah.
that guy, and I'm like, all these guys have brown and silver guns.
Yeah, yeah. But she's got that sick fucking beam rifle that's red.
Yeah.
And then the fucking spoiler, the
That's okay. You
The
can talk
big-
about it. It's a 1,000-year-old movie.
the
so.
big dads are all red.
Shooter.
She's got a bean shooter, yeah.
Our
Yeah.
boy.
But
Pea
the
shooter.
fucking machines, they're red.
Big boys.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
bu-
machines in this movie?
Dude, there's
Oh,
the
bro.
bad guys throughout the movie are giant bugs, but then you come to find out
They're machines.
The people are the bad
the
guys.
people that humans are the bad guys.
Oh, no way, dude.
Yeah.
So it's sort of
Yeah.
like opposite.
Motherfuckers.
It's like pro-industrialization movie.
No.
No.
The bugs are
love the
nature's
bugs.
response to the
it's-
to
yeah,
the
yeah.
Oh,
big
I
machine.
thought
The
the
reason the
bugs
bugs
were
are the assholes
machines.
is because, you know, the
Humans
people are fucking
assholes.
it up.
Okay, so it's just
Because
you
we
know,
polluted the world.
Speaking
so
of
much.
assholes,
Yeah.
I love how Miyazaki's famously just like a piece of shit. He's an asshole.
Really?
He's a
Really?
terrible father.
Really?
Oh, I
He,
have
like,
heard
he
that.
just sucks as a person.
And he's making family kid movies.
Oh
and-
yeah.
Well, his son put out a movie and he walked out of the premiere, right?
Yeah. His
What
son,
the
his son made an Earthsea anime.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of this.
Oh,
Yeah.
Phil, I meant to ask about
Yeah.
that because
Did you finish the first book?
yeah, it was awesome.
Dude, great
It was
book.
everything you said. Like in that message that you sent me
Yeah.
about it, it was everything you said. It was accessible. It was like super cool to get into. It was it was a breath of fresh air for me, really. Like as far as fantasy writing goes.
Yeah, dude.
And,
They're all short as shit.
yeah, it was so
love
cool.
that.
They're like super like touching and
Yeah.
like dude, it's young adult as hell without being like corny. Like
Oh,
it has
cool.
like really
100%.
good. Dude, I feel like the first book I feel like is like an allegory for like depression and like
Oh yeah,
you know,
and
just
then
like
the
you know,
yeah, absolutely. And then I'm trying to think like
coming to terms with your own like shortcomings like
yep, and then like the consequences for vanity and
Yep,
those kind of
yep,
things.
yep,
You know
yep,
what I mean? It was very cool.
yeah. I just finished the third book and the third dude. In 3 books, it goes from the kid who's like the main character going through his hero's journey. The third book, he's an old man. He's like the Gandalf figure leading like another kid on his hero's journey.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look this up.
Hits
I
a lot
gotta-
of tropes too, but like it's an old book too.
Yeah,
so they
they're
weren't
from like the
super well ingrained.
60s, 70s. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Shit, I haven't even heard of this.
Earthsea. Yeah. I think
Every
a lot
time
of
I
her
come here,
stuff.
I learn
I think a
more.
lot of her stuff. I think a lot of it kind of flew under the radar because she was a very just like outspoken communist. So
Oh, cool.
I think a lot of her stuff didn't really like.
They're pushing the lady down.
Yeah.
A lot of her stuff just like wasn't really like accepted by the mainstream.
Yeah. There's an awesome free audiobook on YouTube that's like the guy who voice acts it. She starts the book,
Yeah.
and then some other guy comes on and finishes it, who himself was a very controversial science fiction author.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name, but he reads it so well, and you're so into it. It's like one of the best audiobooks I've ever listened to.
Yeah,
That's what I need. more in
She's
my
a
life.
lot of fucking books too. She has a whole like sci-fi like canon too. that
What's
I've-
her name?
Ursula K. Le Guin.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Is this the
Heard the name.
You said that's
sure.
the Earthsea.
Earthsea. Yeah.
I don't know if it's just I know of it because of you telling me about it, but
It's like it's been around, but like
I know
you
Ian
like-
brings it up a lot in on Discord.
Yeah.
and I think it has a trace stamp of approval too.
Yeah.
So that goes pretty
that's
far with me.
dude, if it's got a trace stamp pre-roll, that's something else. You guys like High C though? How about that? You know what I'm talking about?
High
the
C,
drink?
the
High
drink,
C, yeah.
Ecto Cooler.
Orange drink from McDonald's back in the
Orange
day.
drink.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
definitely a big orange drink guy.
Yes, it was really good.
High C.
Yeah, I'm not
Ecto
gonna
Cooler.
hard transition from Earthsea to High C, but yeah, I just thought of it.
Steve
So,
famously is against high C. He likes a real low C fantasy.
low C.
yeah.
I see what you mean. Low T energy.
Yeah, it's been said.
It's funny that because I
Sorry.
think about this every time I boot it up. Like I love Morrowind.
Mhm.
I
Oh,
love
yeah.
that shit.
Mhm.
But I don't know. There's something about playing a role playing game in it. I'm just like I don't know if I want to do that.
What do you mean? Like like a tabletop role playing
Yeah.
game in Morrowind universe?
Well, yeah, Morrowind is very high fantasy.
Very high fantasy. It's like
Higher than like Oblivion, and yeah, I mean it's all the same.
I almost think.
I mean,
it's-
you're
I
on,
almost
like,
think
yeah,
it's crazier
Skyrim.
because it's like the island you're on is like almost like another world.
Yeah, it's super.
Giant fungus mushroom houses. and,
the,
like,
the big fucking bugs.
Yeah. The Striders. I think if you were to rank them in high fantasy, I think Oblivion would rank the highest.
you think so?
Yeah.
Oblivion's got crazy DLCs that are like that.
The-
but I've never
so
played
they're all
Morrowind.
in the same universe, so it's not.
Yeah.
We're just
It's
going
not.
really
It's
splitting
not.
hairs
it's,
here.
Yeah, you're splitting hairs, saying whether it's low fantasy, high fantasy.
Yeah.
All Elder
Episode
Scrolls is,
6
is
of Star
high
Wars
fantasy.
is actually high science fiction, and episode 4 isn't.
Yeah,
Steve, what you been working on?
Been working on some boards.
Everybody's boarding
Boarding
up.
it up.
Boarding
Again.
actions here.
Yeah, I've been painting my ogres. I've been working on some boards.
These boards are also AdCon boards.
Yeah, I
Flames,
made them for Flames so that they kind of matched Matt's boards that
Yeah.
he made for Visterion. And then I was like, I want to play in Gage and Evan's game, and I was like, well, let's just make sure they have enough boards so that
Yeah, baby.
so that they can.
Listen, for anyone in the community, that is a great way to weasel your way into anything. Offer to help.
Hey, I made a board.
Hey, can I play in your
now?
game? I have a board. Yes, sir.
I've been working on a little warband for it. It's been pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, been loving the Flames bashes people have been posting.
Oh, it's crazy.
it's crazy.
It's crazy. I've been working on the book too, and I'm not going to go too crazy on it, but yeah, I'm working on the book. It's getting there, and then
Yeah.
me and Doom and Apathy Adam are working on like a
the god.
campaign scenario crossover with like Last War in Flames. For
Oh, yeah.
Adepticon. So if you want to play in that, let me know so I can figure out a day to actually schedule it.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
wanna
there we
play
go.
it.
What day should I do it?
I get there Friday night
All right, so we'll do it Friday night.
Nice. It's been scheduled, folks.
Been scheduled Friday night.
or Saturday. But,
You know,
Or
register
Saturday.
now.
Register now by DMing me.
Yeah.
PayPal.me/
Yeah.
under the dice.
Yeah, there you go. $50.
Yeah.
That's about it.
You been grinding?
Yeah, I always be on my grind set.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know?
100.
Yeah, straight up, dude. Yeah, nothing I'm like particularly excited about, like
Yeah.
super excited about. I'm excited, it's all fun.
Yeah,
having fun.
it's all part of the show, baby.
I'm trying to not get,
Burnt.
yeah. Like, we just did Nemo, so I don't want to, like, go crazy on a bunch of projects and then just get burned out on them all. Especially, like, I'm trying to play games, but then I feel like the weight of, you're playing a lot of games lately, you better do some fucking work. You better get some
dude.
shit done.
Follow your heart, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, AdCon's going to be over, and then Dungeon Siege is going to be over, and then it's, like, summertime and we're chilling, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure we're just going to be chilling and not doing anything.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. It's like, well, yeah. I mean, but it'd be
work a
much
lot
more
in the
low key.
summer.
Yeah, I don't. So,
Famously, teachers
Yeah.
do not.
Phil, what you been working on?
What the fuck do you think I've been working on?
Beastmen?
Yeah, I've been painting these.
I love that every
Oh
time.
yeah.
I'm painting Beastmen. I've been putting one leaf at a time.
No, he was painting
The,
what's his name?
The bane of the fucking campaign.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
What's his
Yeah.
name,
Painting
though?
He's the Soul Hunter.
The Soul Hunter.
Dude, that's such a cool ass name.
Yeah. Yeah, he's everyone's most hated enemy, so I figured he earned a paint job. So I started yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My most hated enemy is still Hungering Foe.
Yeah. He's not in the campaign yet.
Yeah, well, when he shows up.
Wanted to hold off.
It's on.
Yeah.
Soul Caliber.
Soul Caliber.
Phil's been
game.
GMing
Yeah.
a lot of campaign games
Yes.
out here,
Yes.
making sure people are getting their first games in flawlessly.
100%.
Yeah, I think every single person that has played a game in the campaign so far has played against me, except for Jacob.
Wednesday.
I work during the week,
Come after.
perhaps. Well, no, I mean, I'll be here, but I mean, is he going to be here late?
He asked me to play at noon, so
Oh, well, there you
we'll
go.
see.
Well, you got an argument about timing on the air, folks. This is what it's like in the studio. At least we're not accusing Phil of losing his own paint and blaming everybody else for it.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's on the Patreon episode. If you want to listen to that, you can go over to patreon.com/hivescum and, I don't know, do your thing over there. And then you can hear Phil
Defend
get
himself.
gaslit by
Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah.
You can also, as a free Patreon post, look at the blog of how Steve made his
Nice.
boards, and they are sick.
Now I look like I'm not just plugging over there.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, plugged.
It's
Soon to be
free.
Phil's blog post as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
You'll get
Maybe
to see
by the
Phil's
time this comes
board,
out.
all photographed, looking cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I don't know if
And
I've
it's
even
free,
seen
free,
all those
free,
photographs.
free.
Yeah, if only we
Yeah,
had
I was
some-
saying because Steve was writing his blog post. He's like, "Yeah, I have like progress pics of it," and I was just like, "I have a distinct memory of going through my camera roll and deleting all of the progress pictures of my board."
What do I need this for?
Literally, yeah. What do I need pictures of my board in progress for?
Well, look at the recently deleted files.
I clear that shit out all the time.
Wow, really? I would never.
I feel like it
Bravo.
still takes up room on your phone
Oh,
if
it
you
does.
don't. Yeah.
But I think you get like 30 days until it permanently
Yeah.
deletes. All I'm saying. I don't
Gotta
know.
call Tim Cook. He's got him in the basement.
Tim Apple.
Tim Apple. Paulie, what you been working on?
I finished pretty close to finish my first 750 points Stormcast.
And
so
they
I'm-
look beautiful, dude.
thank you.
Oh
Appreciate
yeah,
it.
you
So
forgot
sick.
to mention you finished building all your guys too, Gage.
I did. I did.
Oh,
finish
yeah,
building
no
my
small
guys.
feat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's got to paint him.
Pulling teeth of
Yeah.
my own teeth to play. But Paul, your guys have been
Yes.
everyone that comes through the door, I usher them to your desk.
Yeah.
Inspirational.
Seriously.
I appreciate that.
Your big fucking ass beater. I know we've talked about this before, but the big ass beater guy that you made and sculpted and recast.
yeah.
Just the stature on that fucking guy. The
Yeah.
silhouette.
Stout.
Yeah, thank you. I was I was pretty stoked on that one too. And then the fact that he weighs a pound is like it just adds to it too, you know. That really was cool. So those guys are all ready to go, and then I'm gonna think about. Well, I think I'm gonna get my first game in today or sometime soon. So then
Nice.
I'll know where I'm going next. And it's really fun, the campaign, like one squad at a time, because then I can put it on the desk. I can just see where I'm going and you know
Right.
knock it all out. So I'm looking forward to that. Besides that, I've been getting ready to start the buildings I got to build a few buildings for Adepticon's Dead by Lead event. And,
Hosted by you.
yep, hosted by me. And then, a little bit of War Council help too coming through. You know, Tyler, dude, he hit me up and he's showing me all these sick models. He's like, I finally have a reason to bust them out. So we're going to have like a full cast of characters in the event. I'm really looking forward to that. And then I got hooked on video games again. I started playing Elden Ring, and I can't stop. And
Please help.
dude,
Yeah, you poking around the Halig tree yet?
I've been like running around the consecrated snowfield, and I
Dude,
can't
that-
find the entrance.
That zone is I feel like every single enemy there is like as tough as a boss in the country.
It feels like
They
I'm
are.
So
getting my
where you
ass
want to go
beat.
is there's like ruins towards the back, and it's like a little puzzle you have to solve to open the door to get into the Halleck Tree.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? There's
Like
these-
northeast part?
The ruins. I want to say they're like straight north.
Oh, okay.
Can you
I
give
think,
exact GPS?
Is that the one where the
coordinates?
giant lady is?
Drop
the
a pin.
giant woman?
Lady, I don't
Yeah.
remember. I don't remember there being a giant woman. Maybe.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk
How'd
about
you
it.
kill the fire
The
giant?
how did I kill him?
I had a crazy.
You
glitch.
fucking cheesed it.
No, I didn't cheese it. The game. bugged.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Game
I just
I don't want to hear this accusatory bullshit.
I keep fucking.
It's a well-documented glitch.
I keep trying to kill him. I've been stuck there for months. I can't
Really?
kill him. I
not
spent
my fault
5
that you're
hours the
bad.
other day.
Oh, I swapped to a fire.
No. And even Cody, Cody Magus Buer was like, "Dude, we got this. Like, I'm gonna get on. We're gonna fucking take him." And then
Dude,
I
I never figured out how to co-op in that game.
you
get
just
it.
drop like a sign and like people.
So you get it really early on because
Yeah.
even in my
Yeah,
short
but like
playthrough,
we
I
couldn't.
figured it
I
out.
was trying to do that.
You also
and
have
I
to
couldn't-
turn online on, and so he's like, "Yeah, I dropped the thing. Like, just it's right by the
Oh,
tree."
I definitely don't have. I'm definitely in offline mode.
But he he's like, "Yeah, it's there," and I'm like looking everywhere. I'm like, "Dude, I don't see it." He's just like, "Oh, what are you playing on? Oh, PC. Oh, I'm on PlayStation." I'm like, "Oh, it's got to be cross-platform, right?" No.
Damn.
So I'll just be stuck at Fire Giant for the rest of my fucking life.
Yeah, I just I think I put on like a fire resistant talisman, and then I used the mimic, which is kind of cheesy.
I don't even have
But
one.
No.
but then I used
do you not have the
I like
mimic?
spec for I used the Marius Executioner sword, which has insane weapon art where he like just drills it forward and
Yeah, he
just
throws
chop.
it and it like spins like a drill and it comes back to you.
Yeah, and then he does a
Boomerang
huge
style.
chop. Yeah. So I just it's like most giants. You work his ankle and then
Yeah,
he falls and then you just start beating on him.
It's when he gets this. I get him to
It's like
second,
most giants, Terry. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
I'm
I get him to
familiar.
second phase, and I just can't. I can't do
He's
it.
tough. Yeah, you gotta. It's one of those things where you have to. I'm like new to these games, but you gotta be patient, and like wait for
5
the
hours,
opportunities.
Paul. I got him this close.
I hate to say this, but I think at this point it's a skill issue.
I've said it before. I played this game. I'm level like 130, and I have used the same weapon. I've used the same everything, and I have not deviated from my path.
Nice.
And I don't even know if this weapon's like. It's probably. I mean, everyone says it's the best strength build weapon, but
Did you upgrade?
I don't
it?
know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah, it's like plus 12 or plus 13.
Like about 2024.
Yeah, that shit goes. You can upgrade all the way to like 25.
Yeah, well, I ain't got Titanic shards, bro.
Go farm.
Yeah.
Farm, baby.
You got to be farming.
You got to get that Fextra
Classic.
life. And Gage, I'm sorry. You got to get on that wiki, dude. I'm telling you, I love it.
You got to be farming shards.
For all of our listeners out there, go play Elden Ring.
Yeah, have you
Yeah,
ever
what
heard
the
of
fuck
it?
you
You
doing?
gotta play it before the DLC comes out.
Yeah,
Is
for
it
sure.
going
You
to
got a couple
tank
months.
after that? What do you think?
What's
think
that?
It's not going to be good
Yeah,
after
the
the
game
DLC?
is
No.
they're going to delete
Isn't
it.
So,
that it like famously like
Famously, every Souls game, the DLC is the best part of the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Famously.
So then why do they have
Famously.
to play it before? Oh, because then they
they have
beat
to
the
finish.
first,
Yeah,
and
so
then
they
can go to
they have the
DLC.
context. They've played the game.
Oh, okay.
it's linear.
It's
Yeah,
linear.
it's
There's
linear,
levels
yeah.
to this.
There's levels to this shit.
Truly.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hear you. 100.
100.
100.
Yeah, and to wrap that up, that's really put me on like a high fantasy kick because it's like I was always like a low fantasy guy. You know what I mean? It's grimy, grimier.
Yeah.
But then this game is so weird. Nothing makes sense. It doesn't
Everything
even look
is
like
all
lived in.
you're interacting with deities the whole time.
Yeah,
Also,
it's, like,
dude,
so crazy.
My favorite fucking thing, the reveal of
No spoilers, dude. For the
Huge
listeners
spoiler.
out there.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, we'll talk. We'll
Yeah,
talk.
yeah,
yeah.
Talk off mic. Jesus, guys, you almost just
But
gave
yeah,
it away to 3 listeners. Out
It's
there.
it's really everything they say it is. That game. It's super cool. You know what I mean? You get a good feeling when you do well, and I'm digging it.
yeah.
Terry, what have you been working on?
Well, let me pull out the list. I
You've
had a
been waiting a
kid.
long time.
Whoa!
You know what? I mean? So there's been that. Changing a lot of dipes these days.
Dude, hold on.
boys.
Is this your sketchbook?
This is my sketchbook. So over on patreon.com/hivescum, I put up a hobby hack about I've been making these.
This is what I showed you the other day, Paul. Look at this fucking shit.
I've been making these kind of just like
Let me scan them.
garbage sketchbooks out of just pieces of trash paper and just drawing all over them. That middle thing was drawn by a 3rd grader or a 4th grader. Then I
That's
drew
so
around
sick.
it. He also wrote sketchbook.
What is
outside.
this? This is
Oh.
You
sick.
like that little guy?
Yeah, a little
Yeah, I was
perspective.
drawing Gage right
Dude,
there.
wait, hold on.
The
Go back.
sword.
Go to the front. The,
like
the
that shit?
cool S, but it's a K.
That's what I
dude.
mean. That fourth grader drew it. He did a great
Amazing.
job. And then he ruined my
Have you-
pen by just dragging it as hard as he could into the thing. And I went, oh, buddy. All right.
Here
Are you,
go,
are you
sorry.
experienced with watercolors?
No.
I was always super intimidated by watercolors.
Dude, they're a hard thing to get. You think it's like light and airy and fun and neat, and it's like grandma's work, but watercolors are so finicky, and there's so many different things that you can do,
Dude,
layers and techniques.
I'm glad you
dude.
said that. I just bought a whole thing for it after watching Martin blast through his watercolor.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, that looks so fucking fun.
Dude,
I
right.
immediately went and to Michael's and just bought everything I could fucking need for it. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's like a fun thing to just experiment, and it, like this.
the
takes-
results I think are amazing. For
This takes
watercolor,
no
but
effort.
It's,
Yeah.
it's way harder than painting with
Yeah.
like acrylics
Yes.
or oils.
right. I mean, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with any of this shit. So I might as well dive into all of
Yeah,
it.
go for it.
Yeah,
Maybe you'll find a new skill that you're good at. And you
Maybe,
like.
yeah.
maybe
It's
Or
fun.
maybe
That's
I'll
what
just-
art is
stuff.
about.
I'll just fail upward like I do with everything else.
Yes.
That's it, baby.
yeah.
Failing up, baby. It's high
Failing
scrum.
up.
Speaking
Yeah,
about failing up,
There you
Terry,
go.
what have you been working on?
All right, so I've been changing dipes, which has been great.
How sick is
Um,
that, dude? Huh?
Dude, I'm quick with it.
Yeah?
I'm quick with it.
You got like a system?
Dude, I'm time. Sarah, what was my time on that?
You with one hand.
7 seconds. Oh, I'm 1 second shorter than last time. Yeah, man. Oh,
do it
one
with one
hand.
hand?
You grab the feet like a little bouquet, lift up, dude. Aqua
No, I
for
mean,
the
could,
booty.
could you do the whole thing with one hand? You
Oh,
think?
I don't know. I'm gonna test it though.
Dropping them.
Whoops.
Yeah, dude, I get
Restart
it
the timer.
Yeah, diaper rash is something I've been trying to do some preventative care towards.
Yeah.
Dude, that rocks.
Yeah,
You're a good father.
I'm doing my best.
Terry, I wish you were my dad.
Yeah. If you want to change my diaper, dude, we can.
I can adopt you guys.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
These are my sons. My
We
two
live in the
beautiful
basement.
boys. Dad,
We take over the studio. Gage lives in the garage.
Yeah. Oh, dude, with the spiders, bro.
The spiders.
Jeez. So anyway, so since I've been doing that, I've been trying to develop a routine, getting back into it, you know, which has been tricky because it's like you don't know. Especially in the beginning, you're like, oh, I can't leave this kid. I don't know what I'm doing.
The kid's
Like,
not on a routine, so
the
you
kid's
would
not
be,
on a
yeah.
routine, and still kind of isn't. But she usually falls asleep at like 7, so I sneak right in the studio, and I get like after like washing dishes, doing all the fun stuff, I like get in there for like an hour, and I just do some work, just bashing stuff out or doing whatever.
Right.
So that's what I've been doing. I've been painting at school. I have a secret studio at in my classroom.
Don't say it too loud.
I know they're gonna hear. The board of ed is gonna come cracking down, break my
You're
little
having fun.
Board of
Not
the Ed,
our
friend of the
turn.
pod.
yeah, classic friend to the pod. All the board of ed. They listen to it at their
They're all
meetings.
named Ed.
Yeah.
So Terry, when you said on March 3rd,
Episode 29, we heard.
No, I'm at my hearing. So I've been painting there, like doing like crazy quick fill-ins, like blocking in color, and then I take it home, and with the short amount of time I have, that's usually when I'll hit like highlights, and I'll kind of clean it up, do like paint the base rim, and then I'm done. And so it's been a nice little system doing it that way. So I was really loose before the baby. Really loose at painting. Like everything was like super quick, and I would have like 5 models going at once, and I would just try and like bang through them. And then ever since the baby, I was like, oh, I have to tighten up a little bit. I can really only work on one model at a time and come in and check in and do that
Only in painting.
only in painting. But now I'm like kind of back to being like, nah, screw it. I'm just gonna be like loose as hell. And I was getting too tight with like my painting, but also with like my bashing and like putting stuff together. So I've been doing TNP style bashes. I've been like back on it. Did I already talk about the quick start guide in this?
A little
pod?
bit, yeah.
Wow, cool.
Like 16 minutes ago.
Yeah, man, it feels like ancient history. Now. I got baby brain. No, so I'd re-downloaded that, printed it off at the work computer, and then just was like reading through it, and I was like, man, I really got to loosen up. I got to like, more dirt, more just like filling in gaps with like whatever, more just like putting things on, and I'm still not like Lego box style. I keep my bits pretty kind of organized, just by like part, but I've been just bashing, and it's been a shit ton of fun. I've been making little chaos cultists to go with like all the Nurgle stuff that I was making. And I've been using the Gellerpox infected that I got from our beautiful friend overseas.
a boy Knobs.
Yeah. And so he shipped them over to us, and I've been putting those together and bashing like weird things on that. I have my old Great Unclean one that I made. I've been scratch building some Nurgle drones because I think the drones that Nurgle has are like really big. And I'm like, dude, I think it would be so much more fun if they were just kind of like floating globs through the air.
Little gross hummingbirds.
Right? And so I've been stealing 5-headers kind of approach to making like
A zebra
weird
with wings.
that kind of shit. Like seriously that kind of shit. Hot glue, making weird stuff like that. So that's been a lot of fun. And then orcs. I painted my orcs forever ago.
So your Gorka Morka shit's here.
Yeah, it is.
It's in that cardboard box right there.
I got to grab it.
The purple
Actually,
one.
I kind of forgot about Gorka Morka.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
It's fine. There's no one else. No one else remembers.
I know. But my orcs I painted so long ago, and they're kind of just like out of the box, put together, painted, which there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just like I was getting into the hobby. I didn't really know what I was doing, so I was just kind of like painting whatever. Just like painting the pants, shirt, wash over it. I'm done. And now that I want to play 40K more, I'm like, well, the orcs don't really have like a lot of personality. So I've been trying to like make them more quote unquote realistic, like taking human bodies and then replacing them with particularly like the Noblar heads and goblin heads to make them look kind of more stringy and weird and have more realistic guns and not just be like, how their back curves. The back curves and their asses out, dude. I've been looking at that and it's just really pissed me off.
Yeah, I hate that.
It's just like it's so whack looking.
Orcs.
Well, that's why knobs are like the knob sculpt for orcs is cool.
It is.
But
and I never noticed that that's the difference between the two. Is
He's
one
standing up straight.
and the other one's curved like a freaking banana.
Like a Robert Crumb woman.
yeah, seriously. So I've been going and now trying to make some cool orcs for that army. And I think that's and then just painting AOS stuff. Like all this old bashed AOS stuff that I never got to paint for my undead guys.
straight up.
Sorry, that was a lot, but it's been a bit.
Listen, you've been gone.
Yeah. Since you've been gone.
How many
Since
zombies
you've
you
been
up to?
Probably the same. I think I'm at 120 painted, probably 140 bashed.
Uh-oh. The great undead off with you and Tyler. You got to catch up.
What is he
Dude.
at?
He claimed. I mean, you should know this. You
claims.
fucking edited the episode, but
Yeah,
uh,
well,
We got to get you both on the table.
table.
Get you both on the table.
Yeah.
Siege mission.
600 models fighting each other.
No, fighting you.
Yeah. Oh my
Sieging
God.
your city.
That'd be sick.
That
Fighting
would
your
be sick.
giant.
That'd be sick. My Kron spine.
Yeah, baby.
I gotta give him a new
Kronk
weapon.
spine.
That stick just pisses me off.
What stick?
His big bonk stick.
Yeah, what's wrong with his bonker?
He needs a better.
He needs a
bonk stick.
bigger bonker.
You got to shape it into a chicken wing or like a drumstick.
Dude, speaking of bonk, by the way, shout out Honk Team Kyle.
Nice.
I got one of his little lefties. And
Bonk
he
team.
sent his game with it, so we gotta
Oh,
rip it at the
nice.
studio.
No
Yeah,
way.
thank you.
Yeah, shout out. Jeez. Freaking A.
Kyle, friend of the pod.
Taking it back.
Bringing websites back.
That's
HTML guy.
dude.
Really?
Dude,
Yep.
you got to see it.
His
You're going to love
website
it.
rocks, and also everyone else is making blogs again.
I'm liking that. I'm
Fucking
liking this
beautiful.
direction.
I love it.
Yeah.
Is there a way to...
Low tech.
that was like a big thing with the blogs, right? Because you could... It was almost like a social media because you could like...
RSS feed them into
Yeah.
one thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Need something
RSS
like
feed.
that.
Yeah.
I know that now.
Now you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Cup Meep. Shout out. Helped me out.
Cut me.
I don't know. That's the name. Anyways, yeah. So that's it.
That's it. All right.
All right,
It's been
see you guys
real.
later.
See you guys
Bye.
later. Great
Yep.
episode.
Oh, the craft paint too, by the way.
Dude,
what?
yes.
I got to show you guys after. But I had painted a couple of those new little orc things or goblin guys,
Yeah.
the swamp ones with craft paints, and it was really it was interesting.
Yeah.
a lot. It's an acrylic paint, but it's so much different than the ones that we
Yes.
use for the
I was going
minis.
to ask how, like, do you have to thin it down more? Do you have to?
No. You don't
No,
want
you
to thin it
don't,
down more.
because
It's
the
crazy.
pigment's
So
like
thin. Yeah.
spread out when you put water in there. So it was just a little bit of water, but mostly you just have to shake it up really well.
Yeah.
And then I mixed it all on a piece of tinfoil, and I just took the colors that my daughter was playing with, and I just made this awesome skin on top of a pink undercoat. And I just left the pink on like the elbows and that kind of thing,
Yeah.
like deep in the muscles. And the sculpts too do a lot of the heavy lifting because those
Yeah.
new ones are pretty sick. But it was a lot of fun, and I'm excited to mess around with that a little bit more.
Honestly, it looked great when you sent it.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
It was just like, oh, this is craft paint. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
And I never would have touched them if you didn't show me. But in the closet, that's how
Yeah.
you're getting down. So I was like, oh, I'll give it a try.
Yeah, my work studio is just a bunch of craft paints, and I love, dude. They're great for wet blending because they're so wet and
Right.
they dry so matte. They're great.
Yeah.
I really really like them.
You know what I had in mind was the totally not panicking ghastly pallid flesh YouTube video. The way he like painted on that big fat man
Big
sculpt he
fat
did.
guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, that model is
That
just
model is
so
good,
sick.
yeah.
And
Shout
yeah,
out to
I kind of like
TNP.
had that in mind, you know, when I was doing it. So
The brush strokes on that big fat guy, it just looks so fun.
yeah,
Just just pouring the paint
and
all
the
in there.
voiceover is so sick. It's awesome.
Yeah,
Great video.
He's getting a lot of airtime. This.
I don't think he paid enough.
No.
We have to cut that last one.
Yeah.
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 Oh no, we'll beep him.
No, don't worry. He'll get us back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you want to talk about the main topic?
Topics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love having a topic.
You know, I'm a big fan of topics.
Yeah.
Hot topics, you
Did
know?
you
topics.
print out?
That way I didn't have my phone. with me.
boy.
That's such a
This
dad.
motherfucker
This
is-
is preparation, dude. I
That's
wrote them
it.
all down. He
You got to
prints
know
them out.
yourself, Steve.
Yep.
Yep.
on my phone.
Right here, baby. That's all you need.
So the topic today, how would you explain it? It's
The Adepticon survival guide.
I love that. I love that. I love that.
All right. I think
The
of
Adepticon
this.
Is it
survival.
survival?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
people are going to survive. They're
No.
they'll-
Well, we'll fucking
they'll be
see.
okay.
The way I see the fucking chat in Rust, I don't know if some of these motherfuckers will survive.
I don't really look at that.
What do you think the best way? Maybe round
So-
robin? Like you say you got
Phil
one.
wants to go first because he's going to kill us if we say his topic.
The format, I think we were going to go around round robin
Say
and talk
one
about
each.
a few like things that we recommend people do
One.
or see.
One each, and then we'll
then
we'll
if
go
we'll-
around.
and then Paul, who has never been, will pose us some questions at the end.
Should we
I
have him
go,
pose-
you go, kind
No,
of.
we'll go around and then
Yeah?
that's
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, I go,
Yeah,
you
why don't
go.
you guys do that, and then I'll if anything that you answer, I can cross off of here.
Yeah,
Oh, great.
Paul's been around. He knows how
Or if you
cons
got a
work.
remark, if you got any insight or questions while we're talking.
Yeah, I'll be sure to chime in.
So, well, the prompt was think of it was like five things that you you think people should do when
Yeah,
they're there. And, like
must-dos.
there's like we're literally each gonna have maybe one thing that no one else came up
maybe.
with. So, all right, so here we go. So one thing I always do at Adepticon is I act like a freak and I just stand over strangers' shoulders while they're playing games. I just want to see what's going on. So one thing I recommend people do is to watch someone play a game that you have either never heard of or never seen played
Yes.
before. Just check it out. There's so much like weird, obviously there's just like a huge like 40K tournaments happening, big AOS tournaments happening, big Star Wars, Marvel, Crisis Protocol, that sort of stuff. But there'll be like random pockets where people are playing
The Batman
just like weird
skirmish game.
Dude,
Gaslands.
I always think of
Yeah.
the first year we went. There was just some guys playing with like GI Joes. Yeah, it was like full. Like I don't know what scale is GI Joe at. Like
1/16.
yeah, I like literally yes. Like I'm talking like full scale. Like they look like they were playing with Tonka trucks. Like,
That's cool.
It was deranged, and it was like old guys too. So I mean, I don't want to be too mean, but
That's where I discovered that there's a Halo Combat Evolved
Yeah.
tabletop game.
Yeah.
Soon to be
Yeah.
revived, by the way.
that
That's
like watch
crazy.
people play like Infinity.
Bushido.
I'll say too,
Dude,
just to
Bushido is sick.
compound off that, a lot of it, like I remember the very first year, Phil and I walked around and just looked at people's paint jobs.
Oh yeah,
And
of
it's
course.
so like even if you're a shy guy and you're watching someone else's game, you could just if you feel uncomfortable staring, you could just go, I love how these are painted. Or
Yeah.
like
I'm
this
never
looks cool.
uncomfortable.
It's a gray
staring.
army.
Yeah, we're not, but
No, to go off of what you were saying,
I'm a
Phil,
menacing presence. Go ahead.
If you go to the Adepticon web page or whatever, where you can see all the classes and the games that are being offered,
Yeah.
I think a lot of those people, there's a lot of weird ones on there that some people must just put up there, and it's like, okay, it's live, go sign up, and they just tell all their friends, and it's like the same people that must just play every year. They meet
Yeah,
up and
yeah.
play.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Adepticon. Because there's like the
Weird.
Space
That sounds
Hulk,
familiar.
Space Hulk crew upstairs that
Yep.
have that giant
And it's
like
insane.
huge board, and it's just like friends, definitely all friends that just have this game that they run every year. Last year there was confrontation.
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 You know, it's like pre Necromunda, right? Or it was alongside
yes,
Necromunda.
yes,
It was
yes,
like
yes,
very
yes.
narrative based. People were meeting up to play that.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Was there an
All,
Inquisitor? Was there an Inquisitor event last year?
No, not that I could see.
Yeah, but there's all those like other GW games that like it's like Titanicus or whatever.
Yeah,
that freaking
yeah,
game
yeah.
is.
Oh yeah,
Titanicus
there'll be
full
there's
scale.
like there will be like a Titanicus events probably.
Yeah,
I remember
there
there's like a
is.
whole room of people playing.
The Blood Bowl
Titanicus.
event was sick. I'll never play that game, but it was
I
cool.
would play it with just my friends.
Yeah.
Like that I don't know. I always wanted to play it, and I just never got into it because playing with randoms of that seems not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dealing with a sports fandom type and
Yeah.
a gamer type. Ugh.
Woo! Woo! Oh, Steve, I thought you were going to go
No.
real hard.
No.
Yeah, I was about to take my headphones off.
Oh, God. And then on top of that, and I know this is not everybody's cup of tea, but if you are all interested in historical wargaming or just want to see some weird business, the guys who are sequestered to the next door hotel and not allowed in
Yeah.
the main hall to play.
Yeah,
Those
there's
guys are
there's
sick.
like in an entire different hotel. Like it's not even you have to like walk to a different building.
Take a shuttle, I think, there.
Yeah, you might have to
It's
take
like,
a
I can't
shuttle.
wait.
Yeah, there's like historical war games, and
Yep.
it's guys in a basement just like reenacting like the My Lai massacre. Like it's weird.
Yeah. Huge game.
You say this, we were almost pushed to the
Yeah.
other hotel.
Oh, were
yes.
we?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
But-
that would be tough.
To bring it back to Phil's point, though, people that are making these like games of like just for their friends to sign up, they know that it's going to be in a public setting.
Yeah.
They kind of want you to come hover.
Oh,
and look
for
over
sure.
there.
Oh, yeah.
When
Dude,
you
so-
have 2 3x8 long boards of
Yep.
Space Hulk tiles, yes, they want
Yeah,
you to
they
come
want
look
you
at
to
it.
come look and sign up and be involved. So I mean, definitely to what Phil's saying, go be that guy. Go
Yeah.
be the menace to stare.
Yeah, and even if they act like they don't want you to be watching, fuck them. They're out in public. They brought their toys out.
got no
I'll fucking.
choice.
This is goddamn America. I'm gonna stand over your shoulder and, comment
your
on your
models up.
game.
I'm going to touch this golden demon entry.
My Cheeto ass fingers. Yeah, I think that there's just so much weird shit because it was like where Gaslands, the White Line Massacre was, that like game room where you can also play board games at.
Yeah.
They must just be constantly doing like weird like Batman games, like you were saying,
Yep,
and it's just you
It's
could
just
show up
random
and
shit,
see the
yeah.
5 people that are signed up for this game.
It's the same thing. People also demoing their games in that
Yeah.
room, like when the homies were doing Void Horizon and
Yeah.
shit like that. They want you to come look. So
Yes,
definitely explore and stare
totally, definitely stare
respectfully.
Respect.
You must be leering, always be leering. Yeah, Phil, that was a great one.
That's really my only good one. So
It was also one on my list. So see, this works out. And then we have a whole
Yeah? There
you go.
conversation. All right, one on my list that you have to do is in the vendor hall. Obviously, you're going to go to the vendor hall. The vendor hall is sick, but there's also like Warhammer has a booth where they sell everything MSRP, and you can go and buy like MSRP models. But look for the secondhand people, the people selling like the freak stuff, or the people who just have like Ziploc bags full of models, because they'll haggle with you, and it's usually just cheap to begin with.
Yes.
Like Steve and I got the hookup the first year on Sunday when everybody was packing everything up, and it was like kind of hectic. And
This was one of my answers.
this
It was
like
also one of mine.
gut rippers for like $10 for a whole bag of just loose models and stuff. Just all these random things. Last year I bought a bunch of the Vallejo game color because it was being rebranded.
Yep.
Like I just had a giant bucket and they were like $1 bottle. And I had $4 and I was like, can I get all 5 of these? He's like, yes, you absolutely can. He's like, please just get rid of these.
The haggling is the best part too.
Love to
Yeah.
feel like I'm getting even more of it.
Oh yeah, because that Sunday, probably from the same vendor you guys are talking about, I circled back around and got an Abominant and all the I'm blanking now on the Gene Stealer cult, the big idiot guys.
Aberrants.
Aberrants, thank you. Yeah, I got a whole squad of those and the Abominant for $10.
yeah.
Listen,
Insane.
I went up to him. I picked up so many random things. I was like, "This is just cool." I won't like it has a price tag of $20, and I like it's Sunday.
Yeah.
It's Sunday.
They don't want to take it back with them.
Exactly.
No,
yeah.
so I pick up like 10 bags. It's probably like $200 and stuff, and I'm like, I got like $25, and he's just like, "Yeah, dude, I literally
Fuck
did
you.
effort."
You are helping me.
Yeah. Like it's like
Yeah.
iron golems, like squig hoppers, a bunch of special characters for goblins, like
Yeah.
Vargeist, like some kits that are well over $60.
Totally.
And it's just like, oh, they're just built. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of booths that are just selling like this, like whatever the top 3 games are. But there's also just like a ton of booths that are selling things, like I said, secondhand, but also just the weird, like those Gasland sprues that I think I bought from, I think it was Badger Games. They have a whole booth, tons of historical stuff, and always look down at the ground because they'll just leave like, booths will just have like, oh, this is a cardboard box full of 75% off.
Yes.
And if
Yeah,
you're a
yeah.
kit basher and you can buy a box of minis for $15 or whatever. Yeah, it's like that's sick. Also pick up all of your Green Stuff World shit because they don't have a booth there, but everybody's selling their stuff. And what's the other one that I
Gale
feel
Force
like
9.
Gale Force 9 stuff. I don't know, I forget. But you also have to check out the Michigan Toy Soldier because they have all the cool shit there too.
They have all the streak and grime and shit is always sold out like the first day.
Yeah.
It was sold out, I think, Thursday last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where they had the Anna book.
Correct.
Yes.
They were also selling it, but I believe Dave Taylor was there.
Well, I
Or
bought it from
That's-
them.
We
The
bought
Brush
it from
Wielders Union.
Yeah,
What's the guy's name?
Whatever it is. It's a
Yeah,
cross.
the Brush Wielders Union.
Is
Right
that
where
it?
the
pretty
Siege, like the Siege Studio guys.
Yeah.
It was the booth
Yeah.
next to them, the Michigan Soldier guy.
Yeah, Michigan.
That's
Toy
where I
Soldier.
bought my
It's like
Street
right by the
Grime
entrance usually.
and my Anna book.
Yeah, I think
You
that
get
was
your
the Brush
rollers,
Wielders
your
Union guy.
texture
But yeah,
rollers.
same shit.
All sorts of cool
They're right
shit.
next to each other. Yeah.
Yeah, lots of
We-
cool shit.
What do you got for us, Gage?
My first one was going to be kind of what Terry was saying with haggling, but for me, I think the best thing is to look at all of the vendors that you would normally skip, like the historical guys or whatever, like the Pulp Figures guy.
Yes.
Oh my God,
he was going to
he
be
is
one
the
of my
sickest.
things. Yeah.
Shit like that, but have like a more out of the box thinking when you're looking at these models.
Yes.
Don't, because like the guys I got for Last War, they're just like weird robed guys. The scale is wrong. They don't really work, but immediately when I saw them, I was like, oh, these are like kid soldiers for World War One.
Yeah.
And it was like, now I'm going to buy them. And I never would have a million years bought those models anywhere else. So my idea, or recommendation rather, is to really have an out-of-box thinking when you're looking at all this shit, because especially anyone that's listening to this podcast is probably interested in kit bashing or doing weird shit with your toys.
Totally.
So look at shit in an abstract way.
All the indie guys.
I was telling Paul, you're going to find a guy, you're going to have Creature Caster, and these are the best sculpts I've ever seen. You're going to go 3 booths down. That's got a guy you've never heard of. He's going to have the same level quality of sculpts, and they're going to be $5, and he's going to have 10 of them, and he's going to be stoked to sell them.
Yeah.
So just random shit like that.
So much cool shit to buy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my suggestion. Bring money.
Yeah, bring money. You'll
And it's
last
like
longer.
The coolest shit's gonna be like the shit we never heard of before, right?
Exactly.
It always
That's what you're
is.
saying,
I
right?
never would have. I mean, no offense if Pulp Figures is listening, but their website is a little down in the dumps.
Yeah, I'm looking at it on my phone. It is not optimized for mobile.
It is. It's not a good site.
He's also an older guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, internet
doing
was
great.
He's doing his best. But all the models there, he sculpted himself. They're all
His stuff
fucking
is all
sick.
amazing.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bob Merch.
that's it.
Merch with a U.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
What do you got for us, Steve?
I I wrote all my ideas down in one word blocks with like a sentence after them. So the first one was like, just explore the convention. Like take the time, like the first day, and just really walk around, get a lay of the land, like know where everything is, know where like bathrooms and shit are, like but like know where all the booths are of stuff that you're actually interested in, where certain gaming is going on, and just like check out all the weird spots. Like I never went to the painting area, the fort, whatever, where all the painting stuff goes on. Didn't go there either year. Kind of found it last year.
Yeah.
If we didn't explore, that we would have never found Johnny.
And that's like my point is like, oh, there's a weird hallway here and the door's open. Maybe I should just go like, I'll just go down
Just
there,
walk
just look
in.
around. Yeah, because there's, if it's there, it's just accessible.
Yeah.
Like if the door's closed, that's another, but yeah, just look around because there's tiny rooms all over the convention hall and games are going on in them all hours throughout the day, throughout the night. Like,
Yeah, upstairs, downstairs, everywhere.
Yep.
There's so many places. And to go off of that, it's like find a spot where you can hang out that there's not people at.
yes.
Yeah.
There's like couches and shit everywhere. It's a hotel. I mean, so there's like
yeah.
weird. There'll be a couch somewhere all the way in the corner, and it's like you could just go sit there for 15 minutes, take a breath, look
Massage
at all your
lady?
cool merch. The massage lady
Massage
will be
lady,
there.
yeah.
I say every year that I'm going to get a massage, and I don't.
I'll pay for it.
Maybe this will be the year.
It's
Yeah.
$100.
I'll pay
Oof.
for it.
No.
Ever beat up my kidneys.
Yeah.
All right, Paul, you got a good question for us?
Yeah.
Before
Well, real
we
quick,
go round robin.
before we get
oh,
to
yeah, I'm
Paul's,
sorry.
to expound on Steve's, the upstairs part of Adepticon, I
Yep.
feel
Yes.
like for whatever reason, maybe it's just because it's upstairs, but I feel like I don't get to explore enough up there usually.
Yeah.
They had fucking laser tag last year.
Yeah, the Kill Team laser tag. When we went up, or no, when Phil and I don't know, I think it was Terry and I. We went up. We were looking for some boat game, but we ended up finding a different boat game, and we were seeing all your opponents from Gaslands from the year before.
Yeah.
But
They moved on to boats.
yeah, maybe.
Boatlands.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, definitely explore, because if they don't want you exploring in that hotel, they're gonna clearly mark off areas. But
Totally.
because that hotel is laid out so fucking weird. You're gonna find pockets of just random shit for sure. So
Well, and
make sure it's all over.
upstairs too was where we found Meat Grinder last year, and then that freaking popped off.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like
You'll never know what you'll find.
Exactly.
seriously, and there's dudes like Meat Grinder guy who are sitting there and nobody's playing his game, and he's just waiting for a bunch of freaks to come up
Yeah.
and like cause a ruckus. And there's
He's
more
gonna get
people
so
like
punished
that.
this year.
I know.
I feel really bad.
Well, he'll
know,
enjoy it. I think maybe
Rumor has it that he might
got
not
shut
be doing
down.
it. He got shut down.
that would
Nuh-uh.
be absolutely insane for them to be like, this thing was super popular and people had a lot of fun and like it got piped up on a lot of freaking people's YouTube channels. Let's not
Kill
do it. Let's not do it. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? But upstairs, a lot of cool shit. Paul, you got any questions that go along with this?
Paul's got great questions. I was
Yeah, I
looking
have a-
over
I have
looking
a-
over my shoulder at what he's got there.
Thanks. I was so I didn't want to do like basic convention shit because I think we all know how to live. But
Maybe.
right. The why do they call it Chirac?
Nice.
No,
Great question, Paul.
no, so like
written down.
food and water, right? Like a lot of these places they'll really rip you off on the prices.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that shit. So is
$6
it like that in the hall?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely,
it is.
Yeah.
Probably like
$8 apple.
yeah,
Joe's down the
five
street,
five
bro.
$6 for a small Red Bull.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So all right.
Yeah. There's a Trader Joe's like not even a half mile away.
There's a
Perfect.
Costco as
Yeah,
well.
There's-
However,
yeah.
for coffee, because the coffee that they sell in the booth, like downstairs, like out of the concession stand, it's like $4 a cup for like, whatever. But upstairs, they have Starbucks, and it's just normal Starbucks prices. So it's like, if you want coffee but you don't want to leave, usually there's a shorter line upstairs where there's a Starbucks, and it's like $3.50 or whatever. For
Okay,
a small
cool.
Coffee or
Yeah, so
something.
that was the other thing was like how far to like affordable food. So it sounds like it's close by.
Yeah.
And Trader Joe's though. would be-
Yeah, I wouldn't
Not-
say it's walkable.
Not walkable.
Yeah.
But we'll bring a cooler. Or
You can walk to
something.
the Dunkin'. That's about it.
Can you?
They have Dunkins out there.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
I was sitting there every
Yeah,
morning.
yeah.
I heard you could walk to Noodles and Company.
Yeah, you definitely can.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wouldn't recommend it. For multiple reasons.
Not in Crocs, that's for sure.
Damn. So for on the water thing, how's the tap water rate?
I didn't drink
Terrible.
Oh, it's bad.
I
Dude,
did it.
I love
I
tap
don't even-
water.
I
I don't
don't-
even
I don't
care.
remember.
I need a lot of chlorine and a lot of chemicals in mine. Like,
Yeah.
you know me.
I drink
NBC.
I drink tap water, and I just don't even care. So it's probably great.
Okay.
I mean, it's fine. If you're a tap water guy, you're gonna love it.
I took some from the secret bathroom. It was dog water. It was terrible.
Something I'm going to tell you guys. There's a water bubbler. I'm not going to say where it is.
Oh no! So no, there are secret ones for sure that we'll keep some of those stashed. But there are in the big convention halls where like
Oh, yeah.
they do have like the 5-gallon water bubblers that you can take water from.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
They also have water fountains.
Yeah, they have the
Yes.
water fountains with the
Yeah.
bottle thing,
Yeah.
and then
those are good. Tap water is not good, but tap water will be closer to where we are. So
tap
I
water
do
is
not recommend it.
fine.
Save that for the brushes.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on to that. How much like hobby supplies should we bring as far as like your brushes and things like that, or can you buy everything you need
You could
on
buy
site reasonably
absolutely
affordably?
everything you need on site.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brushes,
It's a matter
I felt.
if you want to.
I mean, we
Yeah.
will pack
Yeah.
like a kit. Like we had a kit last year. We had a kit before that, and like
I'm putting my oil paint locked away though.
I'm
Whoever stole my fucking yellow ochre, you motherfucker, I'm finding you this year.
yeah.
He's gonna find you.
And then I'm
That's
gonna,
how he's gonna spend his Adepticon.
I'm gonna nicely talk to you.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Come on,
What
why'd
the
you
hell?
do that?
No, but I
But,
would say
yeah.
brushes were lacking last year when I was looking. I like bought just some random secondhand Kolinsky sable brush that was
Yeah.
the guy had left. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll take this. And it was like
you say you bought a
$5.
second-hand brush?
Secondhand.
his teeth with it.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I guess I'll get this because it's like there were no brushes to be found. Maybe
Yeah.
there were brushes, but they were like, $10 a
Ooh.
brush. And it was like,
That
well,
might
I'm
be
not
really?
gonna buy
Yeah.
that shit.
Okay, so load the brush roll then.
Yeah.
All right. But paints, glue. knives, all that shit.
hobby stuff like that, glue and stuff. I'm sure paints. They probably,
I think
Army painter booth.
literally everything you need will be
Yeah.
there. It's
Yeah.
a hobby convention.
Yeah.
If the layout is the same as it was last year for vendors, Army Painter was right around the corner, and I grabbed a knife like once a day because I would either lose it or break it. So
hell, who needs a hobby painter brush or army painter brush though? No,
no,
no, no. Go to
The,
Michael's.
what time does everything kick off in the morning every day? Is that
I
just
don't,
like
think,
up to
I don't
you?
think I've ever been there earlier than 10
I
a.m.
have. It's you. I mean, I got there for like 7:30 one morning to play in a kill team tournament, and like I don't think the vendor
had to
hall's
be
even open.
Yeah,
Really?
I think
Wow.
it's 9. You have to be there early for tournaments, and they're even like, "Why are you here?"
And then
Oh, no
the
shit.
tournament organizers are like, "Yeah, I'm not going to be there till 9."
Yeah.
and you're like, "Oh, cool! I'm so glad I'm
Yeah,
here."
yeah,
yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, a lot of people are like drinking and living. You know, they're
It's
they're
like a
on
party
they're in
week for them.
vacation mode. So in the morning, I think it's very low
That's
energy.
9 a.m.
One thing I didn't put on the list, but you just made me think of it. As a person who does not indulge in that party culture, it was fucking shocking to see the amount of day drinking that starts. Like the doors
Yeah.
are open, people
It's
are
depraved.
making wizard
Really?
staffs.
Ugh.
The fucking hotel has a trike going around selling brews at fucking
yeah.
8 a.m. Like,
Remember the guys that were just giving away beers in the entry hall? At
Oh,
like
those
2
guys
in the
rocked.
morning?
yeah.
That was sick.
Listen, 2 in the morning is like, that's party hours. 8 a.m., there's
Yeah.
8 a.m. to get ready for your Age of Sigmar tournament. I don't
It's a
know.
bit sad.
Yeah,
Right,
This
yeah.
is a
People
convention.
doing shots, while they're playing.
Oh,
you know.
yeah, it goes
Yeah.
hand in hand for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I remember watching some 40K thing, and they're playing a game, and the guy's just completely shithoused. It was like on one of those YouTube channels for like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
competitive thing, and I was like, if I had to play with this guy, I couldn't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
That
yeah, I
time.
get it. It's like a party for a lot of
Yeah.
people too.
It's an all hours convention.
Yeah.
Like some stuff doesn't shut down. Like
Yeah.
the play hall doesn't close.
Correct.
All
So-
hours.
Oh, that's cool.
So we'll move away from Paul and back to going around. Speaking of things
there
that
you
don't
go.
shut down, I can't believe nobody mentioned yet the Bits Bazaar.
Well, that's
Yeah.
a given.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's good. Bits Bazaar is good.
The prices,
Prices not so
that
good. Doesn't really do deals even on Sundays.
Yeah, he is someone you cannot haggle with.
Nope.
But he's got everything.
But he has
Yes.
fucking everything.
The
And sometimes you
insane
will
amount
find-
of shit. Yeah.
You want
you'll
you want
find
a
a deep
Demon
cut.
Prince from like 1989? He's got it.
He's got
Yep.
12.
Yeah. And half of them are painted.
Yeah, some
one
of
of
our
them looks good.
expertly
Yeah, I
painted.
was gonna say.
Some of them will be assembled. Some of them
Yeah.
will be new in
Right.
new in the blister
blister.
pack. Yeah.
I will also say, to compound on that, if you see something at the Bits Bazaar you like, nab it, because
Yeah, don't wait.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
saw the
yeah.
whole stack of Inquisitor Adventures in like
Yep.
the little zany ones, and I was like, I'll think about it.
Maybe we'll come back.
Yeah,
for
went
it.
to the hallway, came back, like maybe an hour later, all of them but one was gone.
Yeah. And you know they have like new stock that's like just they're filling up from wherever.
They are also buying the whole
Yeah.
time.
So you got stuff you don't want.
yeah, unload your whole army and then we'll buy it right after for more.
Yeah.
Yeah, for more money.
Or bring it to the Under the Dice
Yeah, wait a minute.
booth and sell it to me
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I want it.
But the Bits Bazaar is great and they are open 24/7 like you were
Yep.
saying.
24/7. There is a Bits Bazaar.
Yes.
It is bizarre.
Huge booth in the main hallway.
Yeah,
like,
there's no way you
entryway,
can miss
yeah.
it.
Oh, sorry, just looking over my list.
With all that buying, is there any way to ship stuff home? Or do you have to like find a
There's
post
a
office?
FedEx booth in the convention, I
so
think,
cool.
or UPS. But traditionally, I've noticed that those are always way upcharged. So
Oh, really?
just take the fucking Uber and for anyone
Go to the
listening,
post office.
Yeah, go
Yep.
ship it yourself.
Got it.
Yeah, most things on my list we've said, but the Golden Demon is really worth taking your time with. It's like, I know Golden Demon is like Golden Demon. It's everybody's got really nice paint jobs, and we're the dirty guys downstairs in the back room.
That's like literally my favorite thing.
It's so fun.
I go back up
Which
to
is
the
also
Golden
open
Demon.
24.
Yeah,
well,
I go up
24
to
hours.
the Golden Demon display area probably once every like 3 to 5 hours to just see if any new stuff has been placed in there.
You gonna
It's
enter
super
something?
cool.
You should enter a Beast Man.
Yeah,
I
just for
definitely
fun.
think you should.
Okay.
I mean, worst comes to worst, nothing happens. But
Yeah.
like you might get a pin, you might get who knows.
Well, historically, you probably won't get a pin because they'll forget to bring as many.
Well, hopefully
Yeah,
they don't
yeah.
fuck up this year. Right?
Listen,
There's a lot
I
of
know
people
there's a
bad about
GW
that.
guy who listens to
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
When you hear this, tell someone. Just send it. Just send it down the ladder.
Get your boys on the fucking same page.
I want to be able to win a pin if I
Yeah,
want to.
I don't want to see Sam Lenz win 13 awards, but actually only 2. You know?
Oh my
Yeah.
god, don't get me started.
Poor guy.
Our boy.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
fuck with him.
Praise his new book, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking
can't
hype.
Can't wait for that. You see that shit?
No.
Sam Len's getting a book.
Dave's
the
getting a
art
book.
book.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah.
I did see that. That would be great. But going off Golden Demon, like it's so inspiring to see people's weird bashes.
Yeah.
And to see people's weird ideas.
Yeah, my favorite
and their
thing to
little
see is
dioramas.
duels and dioramas.
Yeah, oh, baby,
I-
dude,
you
they're
know,
so sick.
Dude,
'Cause-
the demon fighting
Sanguinius.
yeah, is it
Yeah,
Sanguinius? Yeah.
That was
in front of the
Ben-
cathedral window.
Ben Comets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
I think that might have been 2 years ago. Yeah.
It's so cool.
But yeah, no, I think if you have never seen that sort of, painting in person, it's cool to see, even if it's not your thing, like heavy metal
Yeah.
style. Seeing it in person, you're like, oh, that's fucked.
It's
This person
insane.
clearly spent hundreds of hours on a single model. But also, there's a lot of like kit bashing going
Yes.
on in
Yeah,
that. A
yeah.
lot of like hand sculpted shit. There's a lot of stuff
Crazy.
that you would not expect to be in there.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's like like seamlessly bashed,
Yeah.
beautifully
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And we have listeners too that are golden. That they put in for Golden Demon, and so it's like you can come talk to them if you're kicking around and come to the hallway.
That's another thing about it too. I mean, I know we've talked about it before, but you two just like talking about a piece, and then like Ben Comets is behind you, and he's just
Yeah.
like, "Oh, thank you so much," and then you guys get to shoot the shit with him, talk
Yeah.
about it, and then
Yeah, I'll
just talk
bother
about the hobby.
anyone. I don't
yeah.
care.
Oh, totally.
Phil loves to punish the painters.
And those guys have been painting. I mean, Sam Lenz, he's been painting for freaking 50 years or something
50, I think.
Yeah, 50.
historically.
50.
from when he was 5.
Yeah,
He started when he was
Yeah,
5,
he's
50 years
55,
ago, and he's
yeah.
been painting since then. He never hit that teenage phase where he stopped.
a lot of that Golden
nice.
Demon booth area too, though, is good to kind of not de-stress, but like get away from the fucking loud rest of the con.
yeah.
I mean, there's times where the Adepticon booth or the Golden Demon booth will be fucking insane, but
2 a.m.
Yeah.
It's the best time.
I was gonna say, going and just like grabbing someone and be like, "Hey, you want to go check the booth with me? I haven't been in a little bit." And then like that's been a cool part of it too. Like I said, to unwind in that area.
Yeah.
I only got to look at Golden Demon last year once on Thursday morning.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the time to look.
Yeah.
Well, I never got a
I
chance
know.
to
Four
go.
people.
Yeah. Wow, these cages looking kind of empty, huh? Yeah. Gage, what else? You got anything else?
Kind of twisting one of the things I had, but in reference to walking around the Golden Demon, part of it, one of the best things for me was grabbing like Gundam Mike. Or he
Oh,
was
yeah.
going up there and being
Yes.
like, "Yeah, I'm going to go up there." But like, I guess for a broader listener point, grab someone that you've talked to in the Discord, or like connect
Yeah.
with people more so through the hobby in different mediums. Like
Yeah.
I learned how to oil paint with Evan last year. I learned how to paint period with Evan 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, so it's
Yeah.
connecting with people in the hobby.
And make sure that we have some "Hello, my name is" stickers.
Oh, I
this
was.
time
I'm,
around.
I'm-
Yeah.
I
I
made
really,
some.
I really botched not bringing those to Nemo.
Yeah.
I made some like custom ones with like
Yeah?
a sword and shit on them, and it was gonna be like, "Hello, my name is," in like medieval font. and then-
$800 for stickers.
No, I'm gonna get them printed like paper stickers
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Paradise for like nothing.
Shout out
That's
Paradise.
sick. Yeah, shout out Paradise.
No, I don't know if you were done with your thought on that.
No, I mean that's kind of pretty much it. Just a lot of my like fondest memories from Adepticon is like connecting with someone
Yep.
that I don't get to see often but talk to a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's like why I love
Oh, yeah,
all
of
this
course.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But like to go off of that, like grab someone that you might know from the Discord or might have just met. It's like, dude, just talk to, like, if you
Everyone.
see someone that you're like,
Yeah.
this guy might get it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just fucking talk to him
Well,
because that's how I met Scott.
That's how you met Shooty Punchy Dave.
Yeah.
Literally being like
Oh, yeah.
sick shirt. And then he comes out to our convention because of it.
Yes.
Yeah. Shit like that.
You'll know, you'll be able to tell. You could smell him. You could smell him a mile away. You say,
Yeah.
that's the guy.
Yeah,
He's
you're a
the
grimdark
grimdark
freak.
guy.
What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll know. And there's people too that we bothered last year who were just wearing like metal shirts or whatever, and I would hand them
Dude,
a free
Adam.
zine.
Yeah.
Here you go.
A
And
couple
yeah,
people, yeah.
Or they see
Yeah.
like a hate breed thing and they're like, oh, sick hate breed. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
you
you
get
get
it.
it.
come hang out. Yeah, it's the best. It's the
But,
best.
Yeah, it's sick. That's like the best part. Meeting new friends.
Hanging.
Yeah, I'm really bad at the forum, the whole social aspect online. So I have to,
Which is so
I
funny.
have to make my meaningful connections at
I was gonna say
events.
because you are like the usher at every convention or everything. You're always the
usher?
one. Yeah, you're like,
No, it's
hey,
true.
Gage, have you met this person? Yeah, you're dancing, but you're like, have you met this person? This is so and so, and they do this
Yeah,
thing, and I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, I use the Discord, Phil, but awesome to meet you.
Steve, anything else on your end that we're missing?
I got more written down. Hold on.
Oh, my
Don't ask
boys
me
got
because we have
notes.
hit everything I wrote down.
I think we hit everything I wrote down too,
Oh shit!
except for
No, I said all of these.
if you can sign up for Totally Not Panicking class.
Yeah, sign up for TMP.
Well, they're all full.
Well, then
I'm sure
sneak
if
in.
you wave some dollar roonies at him, he might
maybe off the
Oh
record.
no, he's
you
taking
know?
private sessions. He's
Well, you
taking
do that,
private
yeah.
teaching classes.
Yeah, but his Kit Bash, the Kit Bash thing, I forget what he's calling it, but
Class.
intro to
If
Kit
you
Bash or
pay
whatever. It's great.
$50, I will get dinner with you.
You have to pay for the dinner too.
You have to pay
No.
me money and buy my dinner.
You have to
Oh,
pay the
nice.
money to just get Phil to the place, and then
Yeah.
Phil
You
will
gotta
just buy
Uber
his
him.
own dinner. Yeah,
He won't talk to you.
yeah.
You actually sit at
You're
different
just buying Phil
tables.
dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you should sign up for that class. I mean, it's sold out, but yeah, I don't know. Show up. People probably won't show up.
What?
Well,
to the, I mean,
to the
come to the
class? I don't
fucking. We'll have all TNP Matt stuff at the table.
Yeah,
You see the Under the Dice banner. We'll have all TNP
You start
stuff there
running.
too. Yeah, you start running.
You see it, you
Start
you
running.
run away.
Paul, what
Yeah.
else you got? What questions do you have for us?
Back to
Us
questions from
Adepticon
Paul.
experts.
We kind of
Question
went over
from
a lot of the
Paul.
stuff that I had written down, but I do have another section titled Reflections. On your first trip to Adepticon, did you know what to expect? Or like
No.
Yeah. All right. And then like what was the first thing that really blew your mind and let you know that you were in for something special?
meeting Johnny.
Probably.
Actually, I would say maybe meeting Evan actually because that technically happened first. And
Oh yeah.
meeting Evan after like only talking to him online like through Instagram. It's like, oh, this dude's sick. Cool. Like I've made a new friend like in real life.
Were you all
What?
together the first time?
Steve was at a booth shopping, and then I was wearing an Under the Dice shirt, and Evan came over to me and he goes, "Steve," and I was like, "Nope." Nice to meet you though. And then I think you two were right there as well, and so we all
Yeah.
three of us introduced. And then we're like, "Steve's somewhere over there."
I was like, who's this hot guy?
Yeah, who's this babe?
Who's this babe wants
And then
to
2 days
hang out with
later,
us?
because I had like kind of just gotten into the hobby from our freak side of it, knowing Evan shit, but I like 2 days later I was like, oh, you're bead guy, because he used beads for heads on some of his guys, and I was like, oh, sick. So, I don't think knowing anything about the con, we looked at it and we were looking at pictures and we're like, this is it's a con. It doesn't look like something as extravagant as like PAX East or like something as low key
Yeah.
as like a tabletop RPG con or something. But
Yeah.
I keep saying that Adepticon really doesn't know what it wants to be, but you guys were saying yesterday that it definitely does, and it's in that pocket of like,
I think they just
it feels, not to stroke our ego here, but it feels very reminiscent of like if Under the Dice Fest got bigger,
Totally.
it feels kind of like that vibe where
Yes.
it's like it doesn't really want to go corporate with a lot of shit, but like having GW there is as like official as it would get.
Yes.
But it's not going in the way of like huge fucking booth babes just selling you garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the Arnold.
I don't
Classic.
think
Yeah.
there, I don't think there's booth babes ever at a tabletop.
Correct,
You know?
but I mean, just from the comparison of like, I keep bringing it up, but like PAX. PAX is just so much like bright colors and lights, and everyone's
Yes.
selling you everything. And Adepticon's
Yeah.
really not that vibe. It's kind of
That's
just
cool.
like a big chiller.
bunch of people hanging
Yes.
out. Like,
Yeah, and they're
buy
gonna
our
sell
stuff.
you shit, but it's not like, please come here and listen to our seminar, and you'll get a vacation to Disney and learn how to paint with
right.
Roman. You know what I mean? It's nothing crazy, but
No, it very much feels that way. It could be like if Under the Dice Fest keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, where you're like, oh yeah, you guys want to run Gaslands? Sure, we'll make a Gaslands.
We'll have a
event
table
happen.
for you.
Yeah,
even us making our own events. I mean, you fucking know you're running one too, but it's just like, oh yeah, you're into the weird shit. Yeah, we'll do it.
yeah.
Cool. The best new product or like game discovery that you made at the convention.
Well, I never start new games, but I remember seeing.
we got a demo
Yeah.
before
Oh,
it just
yeah.
launched of Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah. That was 2 years ago now,
Yeah.
and I haven't.
Yeah.
I think I sold a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, but I played Necromunda. I haven't played Necromunda since then either.
Yeah, that's true.
Still
No,
cool.
I still love the Song of Ice and Fire. The
Yeah.
miniatures, at least. I would play the game, but I definitely in a world where I have money, I would buy I would buy and I would at least collect the miniatures.
The models are sick.
Yeah,
they
and then the other one is Bushido. I think that shit looks so fucking sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, little samurai skirmish,
Bunch of
Eastern fantasy. Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
As far as products go, we were talking about this one before, but the Anna Plancic book, the Dave Taylor book, you
Yep,
know,
yep.
we bought that the first year, and I was like, yeah, sure, I guess I'll buy this book. Completely changed my life. You know what I mean? Like,
Just
honestly,
like a level up
not
moment,
even
as we always refer to. Yeah.
yeah, not even just like goofing off. It's like I just flip through that all the time, and you can always pull some nuggets of information out of there, and that was such an important buy my first Adepticon.
I don't know if anything like demo wise has kind of blown me away or bought me into anything. Because when I look at a game, it's not even really about me being excited. I look at the crew and being like, is this something we could play?
Yeah,
Right.
And I'm not like picking up an aesthetic game that I know will never fucking try. So it's really hard to sell me on something like that. But I definitely bought a lot of random bullshit models from just random companies because of that. So
oh yeah,
Yeah.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah.
There's so much cool fucking just random ass models.
well, it's like
dude.
the Black Site
Random
Studios. I'm like, I will never
yeah.
play whatever game this
Nope.
is, but this model is sick. So if you
Yes.
sell that to me, for sure.
dude, so many cool fucking random models.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
historical booths are like gold mines of weird shit.
There's that booth that sells Warlord shit. Is it the Warlord booth?
think it
Do
is
they
the
have a
Warlord
booth?
booth, yeah.
The whole fucking table is just lined with every like historical kit you could want.
yes.
Nice.
At
I'm looking
MSRP.
forward to that. So I'm looking forward to the historicals because I'm gonna have my guy there. So.
Oh, yeah.
Really.
We haven't even talked about
the right stuff.
the journey because it's not always about the destination.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yes.
Right.
Getting all philosophical.
Right. That's deep, man. The last one was just something that I was talking to Cosmic Mike the other day, and we're wondering like, what was your favorite gaming experience at the con? If you guys because I think you guys have actually all played games there, right?
Yeah.
Because usually,
I have not.
right. Oh yeah, that's
It's literally not true.
That's not true.
You're literally lying.
Resident
What did I
hater.
play at the? What have I played at?
The Song of Ice and Fire.
Well, yeah, I guess a demo.
played in
but
the
I mean,
grinder.
I don't bring
played in
any
the
of my-
grinder.
The grinder.
Okay, fine.
The big
What? So
Hand
I have
slam
never
grinder.
brought any of my own miniatures to
Right.
Adepticon.
That's okay. This is gonna be the year we get you to paint some models and play with them at Adepticon.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm gonna bring stuff this year. I am very. I mean, I say this all the time. I'm so fucking sketched out transporting models. I like bringing them from my house to the studio. Like stresses me out.
That's
Well,
cool. That's a cool thing.
You've
about
used a
I-
shoebox
warbands.
for 4
I
years
know.
now.
I know. I keep
Has a
saying,
battle foam case.
but it's a stupid. It's the one where like literally it's like a laser cut in the shape of a space
Just
marine,
buy
so
block
nothing
foam
else
ones.
in there can. But that's what I hate foam. I'm good before. All right, so in the next couple weeks, I'm gonna make a magnet case. From,
Oh, yeah,
from
that'll
like
do. There you
Tupperware.
go.
So
'Cause most of my
that'll do.
models are magnetized anyway.
I agree with you. I think magnet trays are a great way to transport your stuff. The problem is if you drop a magnet tray, and that's like my big that's why I have a carry case. Is like,
a skill
if I
issue.
was to
Don't
drop
drop
my
anything.
models, like you drop a magnet tray, everything in there is breaking.
You can
That's fine.
still
Let
put
it break.
foam in there.
Don't
You can
drop
put
it.
both.
Yeah, but if your guys are magnetized to the box that is
Yep.
falling and hitting the ground, like
I don't really drop my boxes.
Yeah.
I mean, no one intentionally drops their stuff. I'm
Then you
just
get to
saying.
You
Bash
might
them
drop my
together.
box.
You might drop my box.
don't touch my box. You better not touch my box.
Yeah, I got some fucking advice. Don't touch my fucking models.
Yeah. Leave your clammy fingers off of them. What was the question? Oh yeah,
Yeah, your favorite gaming experience there.
dude, Gaslands, bro.
Yeah, dude. Terry played in the World Championship of Gasland.
Second place.
If you play, well, listen, I should have been second. I was robbed. But if you play Gaslands, just sign up for the event. It's probably sold out, but just show up because people just didn't. There was
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 people that were just like, oh, if anybody wants to play,
That's
you can
another
just
thing
jump
too,
in.
real quick. Yeah, events, not necessarily classes, but events. kind of just hover. If you're not doing anything, don't like ruin your day to go out of the way for it. But if you didn't get into an event, even though
Yeah, people no show shit all the time.
I no showed things last year that I paid for.
Yeah, so just kind of hover because
Yeah.
I mean, Steve and I were gonna get into the Gaslands thing, and I was like, no, I'm actually having more fun watching.
Yeah, totally.
Because I can just walk away.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
Well,
going to
even
play.
like more time, like
that's how we
people
met.
drop
yeah.
more time.
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
why Shooty Punchy Dave showed up.
Yep.
But like this year, it's great too because then like there's like a wait list. You're supposed to email your wait list people to get them in, and it's like, brother, morning of, I'm not emailing someone.
Yeah.
Hey, you can show up and expect them.
You have to be here
show
in 10
up.
minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Fuck the
supposed to
waitlist.
play Blood Red Skies, which is like an airplane game.
Crimson Skies.
That's a
I know.
Xbox
I
game.
know. Doing a bit.
But it was supposed to be over in the historical center or whatever. And I forget what I was doing, but I was helping with Mordheim. I was sitting at the table or
Yeah,
something.
and then you would have had to have taken a shuttle.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah,
like, dude,
yeah.
it's just not enough time for me to like go over and play this game. And it was like they would provide everything for you. So some of that too, like you don't need to bring models to a lot of these things. They're
Right,
like
right.
ready to come. There was Gaslands events too that you could just show up and play with the cars that they had.
Even
Or-
the White Line. The guy was offering me a
Yeah.
car.
Yes.
Other
Yeah.
players will also just be so stoked on it. Like that other guy
totally.
who had 18 cars and trucks with him.
Yeah.
And he was like, if you want to play, you can use mine. And I'm like, no, I'm good. Thank you.
Maybe
Use
show up
my
with like
cars.
if it's a game you like play or you want to play, maybe like make a list though before you get there.
Yeah.
Check
Because
it twice.
that's why I didn't play. I was like,
Yeah.
I gotta make a car right now.
That's always the
I don't
hardest
wanna
part of
do
a
that.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Assembly.
Assembly.
You guys got games?
I got
Oh,
games.
you got games?
I got games on my phone.
What games you got on your phone?
I got a lot of games on my phone.
Oh, yeah,
Listen,
me too.
I sit around a lot for work.
Hell yeah, me
I don't
too.
know my favorite gaming memory really, because I didn't get to play any like event type things.
You played in the grinder.
Yeah, I mean the grinder was
Doesn't
cool. I think the funniest part about the grinder was Trent and I almost falling off the railing, and Eric's Hobby Workshop talking about him watching live leak videos and not letting us die. I don't know. I'm not in the same way where I get overwhelmed by everyone. I just get so hyped that I don't know if I could play in a lot of
Yeah.
stuff. I'm definitely very much looking forward to like GMing the My Forbidden Psalm event. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll cop out with that answer.
And if you want to hear live grinder action, I forgot that the end of the 6th episode is just like 20 minutes of literally incoherent
yeah.
screaming and people yelling grinder because we were doing a lot of slamming on tables. Good time though.
What about you, Steve? I know you love standing for 18 hours straight for that kill team
Oh yeah,
tournament.
it's got to be your kill team. It's got to be your
Yeah,
choice.
I love playing Kill Team.
My-
And
you
getting
know what my
robbed
favorite
out of
gaming
my
memory is?
victories.
Yeah,
is
get
walking
cheated
over
on.
and just watching kids try and cheat on Steve with all
I
the
literally
kill team was just freshly.
Have you played Kill Team since then?
no. That like tournament killed my entire. I thought
Killed
the
your
game was
team.
so. I thought Kill Team was a great game.
It is. I
Like,
mean,
I think it
well,
still is.
It's just. Like,
I think the problem with that specifically was kill team was so new.
Yep.
Yeah.
They had one like upgraded team that wasn't out of the corporate.
No,
Oh,
there
yeah.
were more than that.
Well, no, it was
Because
the Harley.
Eldar just came out.
Yeah, the Harley
and
Quinns just came
Oh.
out, so
Yeah.
that was like the third team.
No, it was Harlequins and Eldar because regular Eldar had a very broken list.
Yeah, Eldar, Harley Quinns, Commandos, and
Daiji.
Yeah.
Krieg. But I think even the judges, when like we were doing our test game with my custodians,
Oh, yeah.
and they have a rule where you can block melee hits with a 6, but they have a rule that says, or everyone can block a melee hit with a 6. They have a rule that, or crits, sorry, I'm confusing the fuck out of everyone. Custodians had a thing that said that you can block 2 with 1, and we're asking the judge, and he's like, you can block 2 crits with this? And the judge is like, and we're like, okay, cool. So it's just like, it was so loosey-goosey that I think
Yeah.
that's probably why you have a bad memory of a lot of those games.
No, I have a very specific memory of why I had a bad time.
I think I know
Tell it.
exactly
Tell it
the
live.
dude.
Name names.
the guy that was playing like the Witch Hunter Inquisition.
Yes.
Fucking that's some
Yeah,
wiggly fingers for
Yeah,
sure.
baby.
Just I fought, and then interpretations of the rule differing, and there's no judge to like come over and
Oh, dude,
like
the
I'm like,
judges
no,
were
that's
so
not how
funny.
that. Like people that say they know their rules, I'm like, I want to see that rule.
Yeah.
I want you to show it to me. Well, what? I'm gonna stop every fucking 5 minutes and show you. It's like, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, you will.
Trust me.
The game just came out.
Because I
Please.
did, because the guy was very confident in how. And every
Yeah.
time I've ever encountered it of someone cheating, it's someone acting very confident in their
Yeah.
rule,
Yeah.
and I know like
That's how you succeed in
Immediately,
life.
I look after, and then they are a liar.
That's how the magic cheaters do it.
Yeah, Bert and
They
Cheney.
just look like they
Sure.
know what they're doing.
But yeah,
what are you going to call
guide
somebody
cheating.
out? They know
Every
what
job
they're doing.
interview, you know.
And I would have, I placed like 13th in that tournament, and if I beat that guy, would have been a winner's bracket right
That's
there.
it. You would have been an
top
LVO.
aided, you know.
Dude, the guy playing next to you, I'm just remembering this. He was calling the judge over so many times to ask questions, and his opponent was getting so freaking pissed because he was just like, "Dude, who even cares if I can see your guy's tip of your head? I don't care." And the guy kept calling the judge over, be like, "Is this does this line up? How if I do this?" Well, and the judge
Guy
was
who
like,
has not played the game.
the judge also was just like, dude, you gotta stop calling me over. There's so many people playing here, and you keep calling me over for the smallest things. It was
Should've just said roll dice.
hilarious.
That was the thing too. That I think that was the very first kill team event.
Might have been. It
Like,
was very early.
in a matched play setting
Yeah.
like that. I think people were signing up that have never played before.
I was just about to say, I distinctly remember hearing someone say, "Yeah, I've never played this before."
Yeah.
I love that.
Fucking
I got a handful
kill
of
me.
models. Is this a kill team? I found this. Is this a kill team?
So to answer your question, no, that was not it. That was not it.
Wow.
Probably playing Necromunda on Johnny's board.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
It was very cool.
I was so sick that year that I was just like, I'm gonna go to bed.
Last year I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Probably not going to
Except
do anything this
party.
year either.
That's not true.
You had White Castle.
Oh, that was the best part. That was the best miniature game I got to do. Let's go to White
Shove
Castle.
like small burgers in your mouth. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my answer.
Did we answer all your questions, Paul?
Yeah, that's everything. The only other thing I had was about your favorite artistic experience.
Wow.
But I think you guys might have already touched on
Yeah,
that.
Dark
I mean,
Tech
how
and
much
Johnny's
more
fucking layout.
Yeah. Painting along with Ian and Gundam Mike was really fun. Just sitting around
That was
in the
fun.
back room, just painting.
Building guys,
Yeah.
bashing guys, then
Bashing
to go
guys.
fucking crush them in a grinder.
Holding up my painted model to Gundam Mike and being like, "Isn't this so good?" And then just looking at it now and being like,
He lied to me.
"This is very funny."
How
And
could
then-
he?
And I showed him this, thinking, "This is really good, right?" But hey, listen, you learn a little bit more every day. Just like Gage learned who Third Eye Blind was today.
That's true.
That's true.
He didn't even know. He didn't even know it was a band.
I feel like a different person.
We got new patrons.
We got new patrons. Yeah, so we want to thank the new patrons.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Gage.
Sam Olaf, Ulysses Cologne, Samwise Gamgees, The Ben Man, Dirty 30 Dylan, and Particulate X.
That was nice. Wow,
Dylan,
beautiful. name
Dylan
reading.
subscribed to the
Dylan
fucking Patreon.
subscribed. You know?
What a guy. Comes fucking down, takes photos, smiles the whole time, tells us how fucking cool the whole thing is. And I'm just like, dude, you're cool. You
cool.
just came here to take photos of our board.
Phil's making little smileys with his fingers again.
So is Paul now.
Wow.
Paul's making smileys with the Chinese
Paul
food.
wrote Chinese food on a piece of paper and held it up.
Paul, what's your Chinese food order? What's your go-to? You a classic man?
Yeah, you already know.
Oh, dude, how could you beat it?
Although I'm so hungry, I could probably.
What the
crush
fuck's a
it with platter
classic,
for two.
man?
What
It's a general style combination.
General
Oh,
Tso.
yeah.
Pork fried rice
I
combo.
don't know that either.
What are you talking about? What are your Chinese food orders?
Veggie lo mein.
Well, yeah, that's also classic. I would say that falls in the classic man category.
Okay.
What about you, Steve?
In my youth, I was a poo-poo platter type of guy.
Well, that's hard to
yeah.
beat.
And then, as I get older, General Tso's with the wonton soup.
What comes on the poo-poo?
Chicken fingers,
The little beef stick?
teriyaki, beef stick, boneless spare rib, and usually they'll do a chicken wing or two in there, and then pork fried rice.
You guys were saying there's bad Chinese food near here?
I did not say that.
It is not bad.
I heard
It's
that
not
there's
bad.
bad Chinese food.
He
heard
pitches
it
it
is. For
he
you.
pitches it. Gage pitches
Somehow,
the Chinese food.
I've said
as
this
like
the last
it's
6
negative.
days we've been here.
What? That there's bad Chinese food?
Someone new has come to the studio and asked for food, and I have to say the same thing every time.
Well,
That-
it's like middle of the road.
it's not like the best.
So
it's not like
yeah,
the
so
worst.
most
It's mid.
Chinese food.
Yeah, and
You
then
don't
Phil
have to
responds
say
with that.
that.
We're living in a cycle right now.
You don't have to say that it's middle of the road. If you say, "Oh, there's like a Chinese place near here,"
It's
if
a
you're
Chinese place and it
recommending
delivers.
if you're recommending it, I'm not going to assume it's bad.
There's definitely, well, okay,
but would you recommend it if it's bad?
maybe
Well, that's fucked up.
I'm a bad
Yeah,
friend.
that's really bad attitude. What's something bad that you've recommended before?
Hive Scum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Why do so many Chinese food places taste the same, though? Are they ordered from the same spot?
That's kind of racist.
Well, I'm not
They're all
saying
made
it
by
like
Vietnamese
that.
guys too.
Because
too.
there's
That's true.
a lot of
Yeah.
The
it,
restaurant
like,
depots in New York that they all order from.
Same depot.
Yes.
So is Chinese food in the Northeast better than the rest of the country?
Better than
No,
China?
probably not.
Not better than China, dude. You can't beat that.
You never know.
There's a place near us called Shu that is authentic Chinese food.
Shoe.
What the
Shoot.
fuck does that mean, authentic?
Dude, I got pig intestines that were seasoned with it's like a lime, like a chili lime sort of flavor. It like kind of numbs your tongue. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I got pig intestines, sliced pig intestines, dude. And let me tell you, no matter how much you wash it,
Still tastes like intestine.
you still know what you're eating. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I get it now.
This moved shit out of
But
a
yeah.
pig's ass. Yeah.
You're not getting that at this freaking middle of the road place down the street.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Can you give it to Paul?
Paul's taking it?
Paul's taking it.
Don't fuck this up.
Paul,
Paul,
wait.
no.
See, my problem the first time was I thought that the thing did all the work.
No, you gotta emphasize. Oh.
You ready for this?
I think it's all of us.
Hello.
Well,
Questions from the hive.
That's better.
That was pretty good.
That was like a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
You're getting the hang of it.
you could have, it kind of
I like
tapered
it.
off there at the end.
You got worried there.
yeah.
It's okay, dude. Don't worry.
You didn't want to be over the
You want
top.
me to go again?
Yeah. Yeah. To go again, but make it. Now you got to make it crazy.
You
'cause
gotta, you gotta draw out hive more.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
leave them
yeah.
both in, so now you got to like really make
Really
it
in
weird.
the cave.
Yeah, peak our fucking mics.
Yeah, there you go.
Questions from the hive.
That was good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
that
sound
was
like
good.
a carnival
Yeah.
Yeah.
announcer.
I'm lost in a room of
Yeah.
mirrors right now.
Yeah, real. Hear ye, hear
All right, so
ye.
we have a question. Cupboard of Shame asks, based on the HeroQuest hype at Nemo, why aren't we doing more jolly co-op or PvE games?
This is. Wait, do we all answer this?
Yes.
I love co-op.
I'd
love to
will
co-op.
say the Doomed game has some great narrative rules.
Yes.
I think that could be easily just stolen and put in a lot of things.
I hear you don't like the wounding system.
The
in that
wounding
game.
system, not the
But you
best.
like the movement
I
system.
love everything else about the game. But I will say that the layout of the book sucks. But the idea of like two warbands fighting and then also there's just this third element that is fucking with the game, I think is so cool and can be easily plucked into a lot of things. Like the AOS campaign or whatever we're playing.
Doomed is like Monster Hunter-esque.
Yes.
Monster Hunter S. Thompson.
Yes.
No, but seriously, it's like
Yeah.
like kind of Kingswoody.
Kind of. You're still making like a warband of like 40k-ish stuff.
Yep,
And
yep,
then
yep.
there's like a weird anomaly that you're
Oh, cool.
fucking with. So-
SCP shit. You know what I mean?
yes, literally.
Dude, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, I
flip
like
through
that.
it and after that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Now Anna did all of the models for
All the
that.
art.
Is that how
Yeah.
it went?
Yeah.
Man, who messed up on the layout? You think?
Osprey Games.
Osprey, you hear it? You heard it here first. Although I do like Gaslands, except there's no index in the back.
There you go. They fucked up.
The craziest thing, like, come on, dude, just put an index. Put an
Yeah.
index in what you make, so I can look up, like, with freaking Middle Earth strategy battle game battle companies. I can see. I can be like, okay, I need to find cavalry charge
Keywords.
rules.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say it's keywords, it's everything. that you
dude,
can
it's
think of.
great. Do you know what? It sucks to be like, how does the turn sequence go in Gaslands? And I'm like flipping through an entire book while I'm in the middle of the game.
Yep.
It's bad.
It's bad.
Osprey, it's bad.
Osprey.
Paul, you're doing PvE in your game, right?
Oh yeah, it's gonna start out PvE.
That's sick.
Yep. But depending on what the players choose and how they act in the first game, it's gonna kind of sort them into one way or the other.
Yeah,
they're
I'm
gonna
so
kill each
excited.
other.
We're
Players
doing
first environment, is that PvE?
Yeah, we're doing
Oh,
the
nice.
opposite in my Adepticon game, which is gonna be PvP leading into PvE.
That's
So-
what my game is. For
Yeah.
the
Why'd you
camp.
copy me?
Why'd you copy me? Mine was written first. I have a date on mine.
So do I. We have to.
We'll
compare
we'll
dates.
have to compare dates.
All right.
Is this personal? What's a PPE? Right? Is the
That's
Personal protective equipment.
Got it. I was like, it sounds very similar
Yeah,
to
yeah,
that.
yeah. What's your favorite PPE?
Latex gloves.
Dude, I want a big ass respirator with the
A
chunky-
respirator?
Respirator.
I like a nose plug.
Yeah,
Oh,
I wish I had
respirators are
one
very
after spray
important
painting in the hallway the other. I've been getting
Brother.
some nice black boogers.
My sinuses are so fucked up from yesterday.
You got wet lung, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, these boys be priming inside.
Yeah,
Inside prime.
Inside prime. Next question. Eldritch Menagerie.
You were the only
Yeah,
one
you were
who
the
answered
only
that
one
question.
that answered that. You freaking
You
jerk,
answered it.
dude.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah,
and then
nobody
Phil even
said
answered
anything.
it. Phil
Did
said
I
I
say
steal
what
the
did I
weapons
say?
from orcs.
No, the question was why don't we, or why is it not
No.
That's hyped up
They're referring to
because
some other. All right, we're going to skip
Here
this
was.
fucking one. Since
What are you talking about, dude? You answered.
You
it.
answered
What
it.
was the question? What that you answered Doomed for? You crazy son of a gun.
Are you saying nobody else answered the PVE
Yeah.
question?
No. You asked a
Co-op.
question about Doomed, and your answer was, "I really like Doomed."
No,
I'm reading a next question now. Is everyone having a stroke?
Well, did I
no
answer that
no
question?
one else
No, no
answered
one
that
else
question.
answered.
Oh,
Yeah. What was
That's
the
what
question?
we're saying.
got it.
And you were like, "I like the Doomed."
And then you were like, all right,
Next question.
But I hate Osprey Games. Next question.
I thought you were saying I'm
End
the
of
only one to
story.
answer this question, the one
You
I
guys-
haven't read yet.
You guys have been
No.
spraying a lot of primer and stuff.
fucking guess. So holy shit.
Next question.
Next question.
All right,
What
so
do
what
you
was
think-
even the question?
Oh my god. Are we answering the doomed one?
Yeah,
Was it
no,
the
it's
Doom?
not the Doom.
That was your answer.
That was
wasn't
your
it?
answer.
The question was
My hands
why
are big.
why are there no why aren't we playing more cooperative games?
Oh,
Why aren't we?
why aren't we
Yes.
playing?
Because I think I don't know how are there a lot of actual cooperative games, or is
I know.
it's going to be on us to make our own cooperative? Yeah.
Well,
I like I said I was saying
Space
before.
Hulk. Space Hulk is a game we have never touched.
I would love
Okay.
to play it.
that's cooperative because the Tyranids are AI kind of
I believe
generated.
so.
Or
Dice
GM.
rolled.
Or GM controlled.
Well, then that's not cooperative because the GM's the opponent.
Shut the fuck up.
That's what I mean.
I-
like, what's the
I
difference
wanna do
between
stuff
a
in
GM
Players who make
Yes.
their guys and all their models and make stats play against
The environment.
AI or the environment.
Okay, and the GM is the environment.
Yes.
Or the
Yeah, basically.
PVE,
PPE.
PPE.
Next question.
I don't know. Co-op games. I'd play co-op games. It's a lot nicer than Steve crushing my head with his ogres over and over again.
Oh,
They're
come to
big
find
and
out,
scary.
That the idea you had already exists.
What, I don't care. I invented
No,
it.
I know. I'm just saying someone already did it, and it was.
We'll
I
check
think
the
it was in a White
timestamps on
Dwarf.
that.
Yeah, check the timestamp.
Was it Nigel Stillman?
No, it wasn't
I
Nigel
freaking
Stillman.
get that guy. I came up with the first Nigel, and you stole it from me.
I lacquer 3-coated my entire army.
Oh, God.
I love that vibe, dude. He's so sick. But anyways, yeah, I think I came up with it first, and I must have submitted it to White Dwarf and not realized.
Under
Maybe.
a different pseudonym.
Yeah.
Pseudonym.
Yeah, Percy Pig. That's my pseudonym.
Don't get Steve started.
Steve's got the biggest maniacal grin on.
So sad.
Yo, someone hit me up. They're bringing some Percy Pigs for
Let's
me and some
go.
boost bars.
Yeah.
They
Let's
say I got to
go.
ration them though. They say maybe one per day.
I like
One ring per day.
I like the
one
Jamie
boost bar.
Dodgers I had.
The Oreos.
The Jamie Dodgers that
Oh,
John
and the
brought.
Kit Kats.
Well, I'm talking about what John brought to the studio.
Oh, what a guy.
Yeah.
Any more answers about co-ops?
We played Mordheim one day. It was pretty good with. Well, it wasn't co-op. It was 3 players trying to get across my entire board to the dock.
With the GM.
With me is like playing undead that only responded via like if they ran, I would roll a dice, and if it was like over a 4, the zombie would hear them and move towards them.
Sounds co-op to me. That's all I'm saying, dude.
Well,
you said it was GM, dude. GM against the environment.
I don't want to
bro.
answer this question anymore.
Is the GM versus the environment? Is the GM the environment, or is the GM part of the players? You know what I mean? That's why I got a question for you listeners out there. Is the GM a player, or is he an outside party?
He's an outside party.
I think he's a player.
What if the GM was one of us?
Just a player like one of us.
Just a good morning, like all of us.
Yeah. GM.
Is this
GM,
a song
honey.
by Bare Naked Ladies?
No. Dude, what's the song? You know, Chickadee Chinese chicken?
Yeah.
Put it on real quick.
No.
Come on. All right, what's the next question then?
Eldritch Menagerie asks, when kit bashing, do you have a favorite kit or go-to sprue?
Ooh, this is a good one that I heard before
Mm-hmm.
on the Lost episode. What's your answers? Because you guys already said it.
Gene Stealer Cult, Neophyte Acolytes have the best bodies.
Yeah.
Slam and bod.
Dude, I am in love with their bodies.
Love them.
Yeah.
Hot bods.
Can't live without them.
Yeah, I like the first gen.
Who sculpted those?
No, I was just gonna say like the aberrants or whatever they come out first. You know how they like through different generations
Oh,
they
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
become less mutated.
Neophyte hybrids?
Yeah, those are the 4th gen, right?
No, Neophyte hybrids are the
human-looking
yes,
ones.
Yes,
Yeah.
Acolyte hybrids are the ones you're thinking of.
Yes,
The
maybe.
big 3-armed fuckers,
Oh,
and they're
yeah,
still
yeah.
wearing the same dresses as everyone else.
Oh, that
but-
bod.
Yeah. That bod.
How about you,
That
Paul?
bod.
I think I'm gonna be pretty lame and say probably the Cawdor kit,
That's
which
not
is
lame.
That's not
well,
lame.
it's just very like run of the mill. But that's a good
Middle
one.
of
I like
the
that
road.
one.
That's okay.
Gage would
I
call
don't
it
have an
middle of the road.
answer.
It's not like the best, but it's not like the
Yeah,
worst.
Gage would call it the middle of the road for sure.
Either that or I also ended up using a lot of Ungor arms too. You know.
Great weapons on those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ungors can't carry great weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got him. I like the Skitari Ranger kit.
Oh, it's a great kit.
I don't know.
That's
Like,
a kid
I
I
would
wish
say
I
that.
used more.
Yeah, like it's just an easy kit to be like, I want legs. I want cool metal legs.
I'm gonna
And
break
then you
all
can
of
just have
Phil's
cool metal
models
legs.
in the case to
Yeah.
take the bits.
I've had it.
Oh shit! All right. Fuck.
Yeah, I'd say
I have that
guess
dune crawler that's in there.
There's 4 of them.
Oh my god. 2 each, brother? Oh, straight up.
But the Chaos Cultists are really easily
Yes.
bashable once you saw the heads off. Yeah,
That's why I like the Frostgrave Cultist. That kit
Yeah.
rocks.
yeah, yes.
Great kit. Great kit.
What about you, Phil?
I don't kit bash.
Yes.
Okay, listen.
What's your favorite
right.
kit to build?
You always say this.
I heard that you'd use some orc,
Yeah.
some orc bits on
No,
your
I
beast set.
so I when I kit bash out of necessity. Like if something is like missing, like a weapon, I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta find a close match. So for beastmen specifically, I end up using like orc bits a lot of times. One of my guys has a ogre weapon. It's like a big oversized cleaver.
I think a good way to hide a lot of monopose guys too is just to change the weapon up
Yeah,
Yeah,
and totally
Yeah.
change the silhouette.
yeah, yeah. You're a desperate kit basher.
yeah. Out of desperation. That's right.
I need an arm. Somebody throw me an arm.
We have one more.
Yeah,
Time
we got
for
time
one
for one more.
All right. The Ben Man asks, miniatures game that you want to play but haven't had the chance to yet. I think this is a great one to end on since Adepticon is
Oh,
fresh
miniatures game that I want to play, but I haven't had a chance
on
yet.
the horizon.
I'm again gonna say Bushido.
Yeah, you've been
Yeah.
you've been having the Bushido mindset
You know,
today.
Yeah.
We might have something for you, Phil.
Oh yeah.
We might.
Oh,
Could be
boy.
closer than you think.
Wow.
Oh wow, that's
This is
fucking
like-
ominous as hell.
Yeah, you guys are like.
you guys have
real
been giving each other
creepy.
fuck eyes every time someone says Bushido
I'm
anyway.
just
so.
gonna say something. Maybe if you guys happen to have a samurai or some, something that fits into that theme,
Nice.
maybe build and paint it.
Wouldn't be a
Just
bad
one.
idea to build and paint one samurai player character.
All right. Are we
Interesting.
talking? Okay. I'm not even gonna ask any
Like a
questions. I'm gonna do
PvE
it.
player character?
Don't worry
Like a
about it.
PvP
Like, am I GMing? Is it GM is a co-op kind of game?
All right, interesting.
You'll find out.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah, this is very ominous.
All right. Anyway,
How about you? What would you like to play that you've never played?
Necromunda, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like templates and I like grenades and like
I'll play.
anything that has like a different die. So like the scatter die and like the like you're
jam.
rolling for the jam. Yeah, that sounds really interesting to me. Either that or no, I
Have you
think
played
that's it.
Gaslands before?
I never have.
Gaslands is stupid dice.
Dude, it's so sick.
Yeah, it's fun.
I have a
We
set
should
of
play
dice
that.
for you.
Nice.
I was literally just talking about Gaslands last night, and then I was looking because remember when we talked about doing a no guns like fucking
Oh, yeah.
Tokyo Drift fucking
Yes.
thing. I was looking up S14s just to buy like a Matchbox one. They're like $35, so I'm not gonna buy it.
everything. Those kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I still think that would be very fun to do like a very crazy, twisty
Right?
racetrack.
Oh, be a lot of fun,
Would be a lot of fun.
dude. I want to play. What is it? Shadowrun Apocalypse. What's the
Powered
game
by the
called?
apocalypse.
Yeah, Shadowrun Armageddon.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I want to play.
Shadow
No.
War Armageddon.
Shadow War. That's it. I don't know the name, but I want to play it.
Yeah.
No, I do want to flip through that rule book. But if I were going to give a real answer, probably, dude, I feel like I want to play Necromunda too. I feel like I would throw that in there. That seems like one that we should play because
Given the
Moniker.
name of the podcast.
There's also so much like to it. Like if you do like the Outlaw book where we each, all right, we're gonna make an X amount of credit, 500 credit. What I don't know the fucking credit values in it, but 500 credit gang.
Yeah.
We each come up with our own gangs, and it's like they will all look vastly different. All be vastly like the loadouts will be completely different.
Yeah.
And I think it would be just very fun, even if it's like maybe a balance issue or like maybe whatever like inconsistencies
totally,
exist
yeah.
in the game. I think it would still be really fun.
Also, I would like to play Inquisitor, but
Yep.
that is like that would, you know what I mean?
We could play Inc 28 style.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I wouldn't want to play that.
No,
the
you
other
gotta
way.
play 54.
No, thank you.
Hoofa.
No,
Hoofa.
thank you.
No, but like just the like more of an RPG than a mini game. You know.
Yeah.
I would
yes.
love to play that.
Yeah.
It's like you have like 2 models, and that's like it's not like a war band. It's like you're
Right.
literally playing an RPG.
Yeah.
With the
Which
way
would
that
be
we
really
got
cool.
there being like playing the old Necromunda, and then you like
Get
it's
into
got
it.
to be you tack on those rules, like tack on everything else on top of it.
I've got 3 modules that I did manage to buy over the years. So yeah, probably.
Cool.
I'm probably going to steal Steve's answer here, but every time we talk about it, it's the same thing. Necropolis, for sure, is
Yeah.
Not at Adepticon, but
no.
to play it.
To play it. That is, I think, like once all of the hype of all this Adepticon Neds, everything is over, I really want to dive into that. But yeah, Inquisitor, more bridging the gap of RPGs into the hobby. So anything like that, I can force feed you guys more narrative stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
That sounds awesome. The other thing we all forgot to mention was 10mm Warhammer Fantasy.
Oh, yeah,
We've all
dude.
been super hyped on that.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike
100.
Grant.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thanks.
I mean,
Thanks.
I'm not playing.
Why aren't
Whatever,
you playing?
Steve. All right.
Shit.
Yeah, come on, Steve. Why aren't you playing? It's fun.
Steve will play anything that everyone else is playing.
Yeah.
100%.
If my friends
it's
are
all
doing
about
it.
your voice. Yeah, you know it. Phil, you would play that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, nice.
Steve will pick the
I
most
think we
overpowered
could
army.
literally
that the
have
community
every
has.
single army because you could just print the entire army on one plate,
I'm gonna-
and
I'm
then we
gonna
have
just start playing the
every
worst
single
army.
army for the studio.
You should.
I'm gonna look up the meta worst army. And I'm
Oh, that
still
would
gonna
be
beat
very
you.
funny. Just playing
Probably
halflings.
like Beastman
I would have said it was the Gut Rippers.
for 10mm.
Oh, I meant for in general.
Oh,
Age of
yeah.
Sigmar or whatever.
Dude, even the worst army is like fine. There's no such thing as like an unplayable.
As long as I don't have to
bad
fucking
army.
listen to anyone talk shit anymore about getting their shit kicked in.
Ogres are not even close. To
I
that.
know
Like,
that.
I'm saying just
it's
at
fun
the
to
scale
talk
at
about
the
it.
at the
I would
750 point scale, they're rough.
I'd still be like, damn it, Steve, and his halfling army. They're just so small, I can't hit them. And like, come on, it's cheating.
motherfucker.
This guy's always picking that
You gotta
army.
print out the gnomes for 10mm and
Yeah.
call them giants.
Mort miniatures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone printed one fucking huge yesterday. Did you see that? No. It's pretty sick.
Steve, did you give your answer for game? Game
I mean,
you
I
would
would
like
like
to
to play Necromunda. But
Oh, yeah.
I don't know to what like degree. Is there anything else I'd like to play?
You know, it's the
No.
game we haven't discovered yet.
Yeah.
that's right.
At Adepticon this
I
year,
mean,
we'll
I would like
find
to
it.
play more RPGs, like just not
Straight up.
not even D&D, just like weird or like.
I just want to play pen and paper.
I would love to do like an X-Files RPG,
Oh, yeah, there you go.
SCP, or like
You know, I've got 80,000
RPD.
books in my library, and that is the one genre I don't have. So,
what?
like a Delta Green or X-Files, or
Oh, really?
I
You
think-
never got into that shit? Why not?
I wrote a whole
What's your
game.
beef?
I got no beef with it. I just never really got to dive into it.
Oh, okay.
So,
Wrote a whole thing, like a whole one-shot scenario for it. and
all
I
right,
just
you're
never
running
did
it. Let's go.
Yeah.
God
right now.
damn it. Right
Yeah.
now, no. My notes are all at home.
We'll go get them.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, listeners, thanks for checking us out. I can't believe Nigel Stillman stole my fucking kid. Stop throwing shit at me. Thanks for checking out this episode of Hive Scum. If you aren't already part of the community, check us out at the In Rust We Trust Discord, which you can find down in the description below. If you have questions you'd like to ask us, you can find our Instagrams down below as well. Or feel free to ask away on the Discord. We also have plenty of extra content and other perks available to our patrons on Patreon. So if you're interested in helping us keep doing what we're doing, then you can find that description below as well. Until next time, folks, keep it grimdark and keep it grimy. Peace.